Thank you, Keith.
You bet.
Yeah,
And
bye.
we'll be back with you right after this. Time out.
So you called us because you're stressed from all that clutter taking up your space. The best part is we do all the heavy lifting for you, so you can just sit back and relax. Our hunks call at least 20 to 30 minutes prior to your appointment window. You don't need to lift a finger except to point what items you would like us to haul away. Thanks again for choosing College Hunks Hauling Junk, and we look forward to providing you with a stress-free hauling experience.
You're listening to Indiana SRN, God's Word 24/7, and
1 minute, Nick.
we thank you very much for joining us today on the Grizz Show. If you'd like to underwrite the Grizz Show, you can contact us there at coach@IndianaSRN.org. The Grizz Show is on every home game, and we hope that you enjoy it. So if you need any more information, give us a call or send us an email at coach@IndianaSRN.org. Our pregame show is coming up next. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.
And a pleasant good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Fott Stadium on the campus of Franklin College. Our HCAC football game of the week this afternoon. Franklin, it is homecoming for the Grizzlies. They're looking for their first win of the season, coming in at 0-3. They'll take on the Beavers of Bluffton. They entered this contest at 1-2. Today's game brought to you in part by the Morales Group. Building better futures, one story at a time. Aspen Creek Grill. Why go anywhere else for delicious food? Burner Electric, providing quality electrical services in central Indiana. Boilermaker 374, we're second to none in quality and performance. Clean Slate, inspired innovation that moves business forward. Piper Logistics, from warehousing to transportation and everything in between. And by Drumstick Dash 2023, move your feet so others can eat.
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
No kidding. That's Keith Myers. I'm Troy Nergowski. Great to have you with us on this homecoming weekend. It's going to be another warm day today. And for the Grizzlies of Franklin, looking for that first win. We'll talk about how they got here in a couple of moments, but they'll take on the Beavers of Bluffton, a much improved team over last season. Again, they're 1-2 after their loss to Adrian last week, 23-15. I know you had a chance to talk with the head coach at Bluffton. He feels they're a much better football team, and you can kind of tell when you look at their numbers. I know they beat Kenyon at the beginning of the year. They lose to Albion, and then they lose to Adrian, but those games are much closer than they have been in recent years.
Yeah, talking with the coach, one of the things he said is, Keith, they bought into my system. Second year, they understand. They love the offensive scheme because they do whatever they want to do. They'll throw the ball, they'll run the ball. He was even talking about some trick plays that I'm secret to tell you.
Oh, yeah.
But they're ready to play, and they really feel like if they can keep Franklin to 36 points, they can win this game.
Wow. Well, we kind of thought on the way down here that I know both defenses are struggling a little bit through 3 games. We might see that we've been here before where they've had 1,000 yards between the two teams of total offense. You could see that again here today. But when you look at Bluffton, you really kind of start with their quarterback. Xavier Rayero does just about everything. He almost already has 1,000 yards passing and 12 touchdowns. Talk a little bit about Rayero and what he brings to the table.
109 yards of offense by his arm, which is really impressive. 12 touchdowns. The better thing, 3 interceptions, and those are key drives where stifling the drive. The other team comes down and scores. Now it's a 14-point turnaround. Got to be very well. But he's quick also with his feet, and he changes plays. I think that you're going to see some audibles that he'll call for the line. I don't know how many times he'll do that today, but I think he has that option maybe to do that. Very smart. Sees the field very well, but very quick kid.
Might not run the football as much as some of the other quarterbacks you'll see in the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference. They do throw the football, and they're going to throw it a lot. And we're going to talk about one of their key receivers here in a moment. But Kanan Stoner's their featured back. The only thing about Stoner is only averages about 3.6 yards per carry. If they can get that running game going and be a little more balanced, they're going to be really dangerous by the end of the year.
3.6 though is not bad, because if you put that in 4 downs, that's 12 yards. You get a first down, you move the ball, you move the clock. That's the key today: moving the clock, moving the ball. But receiving-wise, they are very talented. Yeah. The good hands people is what I've labeled them today. Yeah,
Ethan Behringer is the guy we'll watch today. Ethan, 15 receptions, 233 yards, averaging over 15 yards per reception. Big kid, 6'3", 190. He'll be the main target.
190, which means he'll hit you before you hit him. He's a bowling ball, 4 touchdowns, good hands. Doesn't fumble the ball very frequently. But I just jinxed him, so, that's going to happen. Send me the hate mail.
Yeah, he'll probably drop 2 or 3 passes, too. So they average about 29 points per game, giving up 33. They also give up 452 yards of total offense, Keith. They've got to find a way to, in fact, the balanced attack against them is kind of really what you look at that. They give up 266 yards through the air, but 186 on the ground. Their defense has got to step up today.
400 yards plus is not bad considering what their record is at 1-2. If they can keep Franklin under 450, 460, maybe they'll be right into this game. Again, this could be a very interesting game. I think whoever gets the ball last probably will win this game.
By the way, you look at their win against Kenyon, 409 yards through the air. They only had to rush 85 yards to get that win, 51-35. And you look at Ray Arrow that day, 404 yards, and get this, 7 touchdowns thrown in that win over Kenyon. Had 2 of those to C.J. Thompson. Behringer caught 2, and Noah Payne caught 2.
And Coach said they wrapped him with ice and sent him home.
Yeah, he had been really sore after that one. All right, we'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll talk about Franklin. Where do they stand coming into this one? By the way, they made some changes on that defense. We'll tell you about that and more coming up in a moment right here on HCAC TV. Franklin College is going to be rocking here today on its homecoming weekend, but we've got other games going on in the conference today as well.
It is opening day of the conference. Defiance is at Hanover. That game is at 1:30. Bluffton and Franklin right here on HCAC TV. Manchester is at Mount St. Joseph of University at 1:30. Anderson taking on Rose-Hulman of Technology, 2 o'clock. That is an HCAC game of the week as well. That also is homecoming, and they're expecting thousands of people, and we have thousands of people here today.
Yeah, the tailgate was just absolutely fantastic again here today. Really, and when you think about college football, there's really not a better atmosphere than Franklin College. Well, you talk about not only the tailgating that goes on, you have tents going on everywhere. Fans are coming in early. In fact, it took us a little bit to get here because they were backed up out on the roadway as well.
Uber driver was fantastic.
Oh, she did a great job in a brand-new vehicle as well. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll talk about the Grizzlies in a moment. This is college football on HCAC TV.
Hey folks, good to be with you for tonight's game. My name is Andy Simpson, and I'm a licensed IHSAA football official, and welcome to Friday Night Football, powered by IndianaSRN. On behalf of the 340 football officials, the IHSAA, the crew here at IndianaSRN, we hope you enjoyed tonight's game, and more important, don't forget to subscribe to the IndianaSRN YouTube page. As you're watching tonight's contest, I'm going to show you a few of our signals that will help you better understand the information we are trying to convey. Touchdown, safety, first down, holding or illegal use of hands, encroachment, or offsides commonly known, false start or illegal formation on the offense, or a free kick, scrimmage violation, face mask, intentional grounding, roughing the passer, clipping, illegal shift, illegal motion, illegal block, pass interference by the offense or the defense, delay of game, And the one signal we dislike and you as fans don't like seeing, unsporting. We'd like to thank everyone for tuning in tonight and following us on IndianaSRN. You can also tune in to the Football Weekly Show and Coach's Show every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. on IndianaSRN.org. Finally, if you've ever thought about becoming an IHSAA official, www.ihsaa.org and click on the Officials tab or call the IHSAA office at 317-846-6601. Now, sit back and enjoy the game.
Back here once again at Franklin College. By the way, we had an absolutely beautiful rendition of the national anthem by the Franklin Men's Choir. Almost as good as what you could do. I
tell you what, I feel like I could be in that choir because I'm just as big as some of those guys in the back row. I can sing baritone. I got my goatee going. I think, well, they probably wouldn't ask me to sing.
I think they did, but they heard you. So
I was singing Aerosmith on the way here.
I know you were, and you were doing the same one you do during offering on Sunday morning, so it's great. Hey, let's talk about Franklin. I think that let's go with the elephant in the room first off. The big news is they made some changes in their defensive backfield. We'll talk about that here in a moment. But they've got to find a way. Giving up 600 yards of total offense per game, they've got to find some way to stop that here today.
Got a quarterback that can throw the ball, has 8 touchdowns on the year, 7 interceptions. That's not good. They got a double-headed monster is what I call them. They can put in their running backs. They run the ball really well. Sometimes they try to make some fancy plays. That doesn't work very well, but defensively is their bugaboo.
Well, here's what they've done on the defensive backfield. They have now replaced 3 starters with 3 freshmen. Demarius Stevens will get the start today as a free safety. Hayden Ballmer will start as the strong safety, and Jason Pierre-Louis will start at the other cornerback spot. In fact, Pierre Lewis, by the way, should mention, is another freshman, and that's unusual. You're going to see 3 freshmen jump in there starters in your 4th game of the year.
And you know what that tells you? Boys, you don't have secure jobs. Yeah. Someone can beat you, and we're going to do that. Today's official: Matt Craig, Scott Fisher, Andrew Hayden, Trent Law, Andrew McClure, Jim Todd, and Ron Swetson is your official, the white hat. We talked a little bit. He goes, what do you need from us? Just call the game. We'll do everything else. And he goes, let's just have a good game. If you get hungry, Keith, I know you like popcorn. We'll send you some popcorn. And he did already. Before the game even started, he gave me some popcorn.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
Got to love it, the officials, to love you.
Yeah, they get them on your side quickly. All right, Bluffton will get the football first. We'll get a chance to see their starting quarterback, Xavier Reyero, in just a few moments. Ball teed up at the 35-yard line. Clint Hearn will kick it away, and this homecoming is now underway here at Fott Stadium. On the return to the far side across the 25 at around the 27-yard line. On the return, C.J. Thompson out of Indianapolis, 6'1", 195, and a sophomore. Was that key for a reason? Oh, you got keys to the game.
I do.
Good job.
For Bluffton, they have to control the ball, defend the big play, and stop the big play. There's one thing to defend it. The other thing is to stop it. Outscore Franklin and limit turnovers. If they can limit to 2, they're going to be in good shape. We'll talk about Franklin when they get the ball.
All right, don't forget, jiggle your keys again.
I'll do that.
It'll be a key for me, right?
I got you.
All right, first down and 10. The snap almost gets away from the quarterback. The handoff around the left side. That'll be Stoner. Stoner may get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
You know, Stoner really ran that wide. He had to split in between the hash mark, and I don't think he took it, Troy. If he went upfield, I think he would have got 3 or 4 more yards. He actually didn't gain any yards.
Yeah, second down and 10. We'll talk about that offensive line here in just a couple of moments. Reyero, 60 of 102 this year. That's 59%. He'll throw out in the flat ball, caught 30. Out to the 31-yard line and ahead to about the 32 before he's brought down there. That'll be Demarius Stevens, the free safety, making the tackle. We mentioned he's been inserted into the starting lineup.
We used to call that jet and go. You throw that off. You got 2 defenders there. Once he catches the ball, he'll yell, go. You hold your man down the field.
Yeah, hold him really well. Finley, Nelson, Garrett, Freeland, and Warfield. And there, by the way, is your starting offense. starting defense, for Franklin. 4 receivers now for Rayero. Here they come. Rayero gets away from pressure, throws it out in the flat, ball caught. 45, it'll be first down and more. On the reception on that far side of the field. See if we can pick up who that is. Looked like it may have been number 7, which is Ethan Behringer.
Snuck out of the backfield, yelling, was jumping up and down, saying, hey, I'm open, give me the ball.
Rayero, 909 yards coming in, 12 touchdowns and 3 interceptions.
You notice he didn't panic either.
Yeah.
Some pressure there, dancing feet, but got the receiver.
High snap again. The handoff will go to Stoner. Nowhere to go. He might lose a yard.
And why that didn't work, the high snap. I tell you what, Franklin's front line defensively, probably the quickest that we've seen in the conference, and we've seen 4 teams already in this conference.
By the way, Jaira Ojada along with Shea McGrath, the 2 defensive ends, they are specimens. Empty backfield now for Rayero, and the throw, a little screen pass, and then tripped up after just a gain of a couple. C.J. Thompson on the receiving end of that one, but he got tripped up, may have gotten 2 yards, and that's it. You got Bolton, Moore, Kermode, and Hess. Of course, Hess leads the team in tackles. And we talked about that defensive backfield and the changes they made in the starters here today. Rayero, flag is down. Ball caught far side. Behringer looks like he's going to step out of bounds at about the 46-yard line.
I think you might have an illegal formation here.
Wait for the one official to give us the call.
Wow.
It's going to go against Franklin. They're offsides.
And he must have lined up offsides.
Yeah.
Again, sometimes you have to ask the official, hey, am I okay here? And he'll tell you. Good officials will tell you.
Yeah. By the way, Ogle and Lawrence on the inside. 250, 295 there for Franklin.
And I don't want to get in trouble by Jay Jones. All of our officials in the Heartland are good. They're great.
C.J. Thompson, 1 of 2 receivers. Behringer, the other receiver to the near side. Rayero will check at the line of scrimmage, and now another high snap. Flag is down. Handoff Stoner, and he might get, in fact, extra effort after he fumbles the football. Picked up there by Antonio Garrett. But that flag came in quickly by the judge on the near side. Boy, another offsides penalty against Franklin. That's 2 in a row.
He must be lining offsides. The defensive coordinator is saying, what's he doing? He goes, he's offsides.
Yeah. It looks like it was McGrath, the defensive end. First down now for the Beavers. And they are getting an explanation here on the near sideline. Nigel Payne, only 5'6", 145 pounds, but he's a speedster on the outside here for the Beavers. Bluffton trying to get on the board here in the first quarter. Here comes the blitz, and big-time sack, and it's Jairo Jada coming off that left side and gets the sack, and for him, that's his 2nd sack of the year.
Folks, this is like Jerry Collins getting a turkey bone during Thanksgiving. He just busted. Look at this. That's Jerry Collins grabbing a turkey bone during Thanksgiving.
Let me tell you what, it was either Ogle or Lawrence who ended up getting the pressure on there first.
And he got up.
He got up. 2nd down and long.
Punch.
They got to get all the way down to the 32-yard line for a first down. Franklin showing a 4-man front. Handoff Stoner. Stoner will get about 2 back, and that's it. They only average, coming into this one, 63 yards on the ground. So they have not been able to run the football much so far in their first 3 games. A couple of changes now for Franklin on their defense. They're expecting a pass here at 3rd and long. Payne, Behringer near side. Stoner stays in. He'll be to the right of the quarterback, Rayero. 1 receiver split wide to the left. Rayero to throw. Near sideline, and that was thrown somewhere into the sideline for Franklin. Not even close, and at what appeared to be a promising opening drive to begin with stalls right there, and it's going to be 4th down.
Good catch by Max Malone on the sidelines. He caught that ball, didn't even fair catch it. He just caught it and ran.
So the Grizzlies will get the football for the first time here this afternoon. Mick McElfresh will be the deep man. A European-style punt here, end over end, and it will take a Bluffton bounce. Boy, you get on this turf, and that thing can roll and bounce along. We look at it trying to help it a little bit more. They get it down to the 5. That's an excellent punt.
This was earlier today of our homecoming. Look at all those people. They were in line before we were.
Yeah. And that's just one of...
That's many.
Yeah, look at all
Look
that.
at that. That is the... In fact, Jerry said he saw a lady that had class of 60 on her sweatshirt. Keys for Franklin, starting quick. Defensively, they have to play much better. That series they did. Defensive pressure on their quarterback, and then their pass run scheme has to gain positive yards. And the key, Coach said, we need to win homecoming.
Hand off to Cora. Nice hole up the middle across the 10 out to about the 11-yard line on the carry. Gain of 6. Garrett Cora coming in, 242 yards on the ground.
How he fit in that little hole, I have no idea.
You know, he is dangerous also coming out of the backfield catching passes. But then you think about guys like Malachi Joyce, Spencer Wright, Dylan McKinney, got a lot of targets to work with, and Kai Ross, 943 yards coming in. Cora trying to bounce to the outside, gets tripped up across the 15, dives ahead to the 18, maybe 19-yard line.
Other Franklin College events today. Cross country is in their Tri-Light cross country meet. The women's golf team is at Mount St. Joseph, and the volleyball team is at Mount St. Joseph. Everybody else is home because it's homecoming.
That's a good idea. So it'll be 1st down. They spot the football at the 28-yard line. Ross had 2 in the backfield. Cora went in motion, and a flag came down very quickly.
False start on the offense.
Well, we have seen now, 3 penalties already on Franklin. They had the 2 offsides on the defense.
Those are 15 yards you will never get back in a game.
Nope, you will not. So the Grizzlies make a couple of changes as well on offense. Rias Moore coming in as the new tight end. He wears number 5. So now it'll be 1st down and 15. Hand off to Cora, up the middle, big hole. Fumble the football, and it looks like Bluffton may come up with it. That was a hard hit. And Cora very slow to get up, and it will be Beavers football. Boy, he took a shot right there.
He took a shot, and I think he just punched this ball out. That's a great hole right here. See, he did not secure the ball. Oh, that just hit his elbow and bounced out. If you're a young lady or a young man playing football, 2 hands when you go through the line of scrimmage.
Sean McGee was the one that laid on the hard hit, though. And our first big break of the football game right now for the Bluffton Beavers. And they'll have it at the 32-yard line. Rayero under center. And we've
Double
got
pass.
a little razzle-dazzle here. That ball in the air. Ball's going to be caught inside the 10. And it's going to be Nigel Payne, and that was a dead duck right there.
Well, what did he tell me? We may have some trick plays.
You didn't tell me that one, though.
Well, that's one of maybe 2.
Wow.
I promise I wouldn't have told him on the air, but there you go.
There you go. There's
Coach,
one of them.
I love you, Coach.
I'm not quite sure. In fact, that looked like Price, who is the one who threw the football, trips near side.
I didn't realize it was duck hunting season.
Oh, my gosh. I'm surprised it got there. There's another high snap, picked up by Stoner. Tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but they're having some real difficult times here. It's Antonio Garrett, who is the center, and he's had about 3 of those already.
The fortunate thing is he recovered the ball, and he's in the middle of the field, so if they do go to the field goal, he's dead on.
So it'll be 2nd down, and we'll put it at the 11.
We have our College Hunks and Movers tote board ready to go as
know.
well.
How
We'll tell
about
you what
that?
that happens those occur today.
And those hunks and movers are up to, what, 14 now?
Yes, sir.
And we'll explain to you what that means here in a moment. And we've got another flag. Oh, it's going to be a timeout. So Franklin said, you know what? We see something we don't like, we'll call the timeout. No score here in the opening quarter.
Every person has a story waiting to be told. Mr. Jack comes in every Monday.
Yeah, that's right.
One day I noticed his hat said he was a Korean War veteran. I asked him if he'd ever been to the Korean War Memorial.
No, I never had a chance to go.
That was the day I knew we had to do whatever it took to get him there.
Manny made it happen. I got to go to Washington, D.C. to all the memorials. The World War II Memorial, Naval Memorial, Korean War Memorial. Took all kind of pictures and everything, and it was a good trip, too.
I'm glad that I could be a part of Mr. Jack's story.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN. We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Ray Arrow had his pass knocked down there. It was Shane McGrath who got a hand on it. So it's going to be third down. Welcome back to Fott Stadium. Keith, the weather absolutely beautiful today.
The Bertner Electric weather, 79 degrees right now. Going to be 82 around 3 o'clock. We should be mostly through the third quarter. No rain in the forecast at all today.
All right, big third down. After the turnover, Bluffton trying to get on the board. Stepping up in the pocket is Ray Arrow, and that's going to be knocked down again. And it's going to be fourth down. Looks like the field goal unit coming on. So how about this defense, even after the turnover, really stepping up?
Stepped it up very easily, and let's see what they can do here. Bluffton, they'll have an opportunity to come up early with 7:21 left in the first quarter. Pretty good first quarter so far.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So here is Drew Michael. He is out of Eaton, Ohio, just a freshman. His holder will be Cale Lee. This will be from the 18-yard line, so just a 28-yard attempt right here. Trying to give the Beavers an early 3-0 lead. The kick is up, and it is good. 7:16 remaining opening period. Beavers lead at 3-0.
Myers, Vice President of IndianaSRN. Thanks for joining us. You know IndianaSRN broadcasts 350 games a year, all sorts of sports. Yeah, we do. Hard to believe, isn't it? IndianaSRN loves to put student athletes first on our website. If you're a business out there, we probably could help you too. Contact us at coach@indianasrn.org. Grandma from out of state thanks you. Mom and Dad who can't get to the game thanks you as well. In fact, our athletes watch the games over and over again. Our military has enjoyed the games as well. So sit back and enjoy the game. It's IndianaSRN.
Back here at Fott Stadium, you see some of the fans who get the opportunity to bring their chairs in and get
some umbrellas.
Yeah, look at that.
They got food. Oh, there's a nice little pink umbrella. I tell you what, you need one with the sun today.
Yeah, it is a warm day. Be a short kick. There will be a return from the 15-yard line out across the 20 and near the 24. So let's see what the Grizzlies can do offensively here. Their second time had that fumble by Garrett Cora, but we look back at that replay, and again, he took a shot in the open field, never even saw the guy coming.
You know, I had a lady ask me in the tailgating line, why does the home team wear dark and the visiting team wear white? I could never figure it out. All I could tell you is if they needed to change uniform, the home team could change whatever they need to change.
That's true.
I hope that's the right answer.
It is for now. Football at the 33-yard line. Here's Cora, sweep around the right side at the 40 and then brought down hard at the 41.
Well, they gave him the ball back because they want to make sure he knows they have confidence in him, and that's a good thing for the quarterback and great for the offensive coordinator.
Marvis McWright, the defensive end there to make the stop, 5'11", 260, a senior.
The fan sounds good today, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They make no mistake here, man. This is big time today.
And it looks like it's a full house here on the home side. That'll be Cora in motion. Swing pass to Cora, makes the catch, and gets dropped. He might get a yard out of it. That was Davin Hedwood making the stop there, the corner. And we're looking at a 3rd down and about 2.
3rd down for the Grizzlies. Around 43-yard line.
Malachi Joy, 13 receptions coming into this one here tonight. Dylan McKinney with 15, the top 2 receivers. That is McKinney to the far side. I formation, Spencer Wright in motion. Hand off, and Cora gets hit and driven back, and I don't think he got there. How about that interior defense? Dom Berry, the linebacker, in there quickly.
He lost a yard.
And all of a sudden now 4th down. Malachi Joy will step into the lineup, and looks like Franklin, they're going to go for it. So they are very confident they can get the 1st down right here. If they don't, Beavers will get the football with excellent field position. They drop back now, and it's going to be a 3-man rush.
4 seconds on the play clock.
A little cat and mouse going on here, too. The throw, Ross, and dropping the football is Spencer Wright, and Franklin will give it up on downs. Excellent coverage there by Hedwood again.
Bluffton is playing with some umption today.
Yeah, they're hitting hard. Boy, Spencer really had that ball in his hands, unable to come away with it. And so that Franklin offense giving it up at the 42-yard line. Well, you had to like the confidence Bluffton had coming in. They really feel they're a better football team, and I think so far we have seen that. We had them a couple of times last year. But they're much better now with Ray Arrow having an excellent season at quarterback. Another bad snap, the handoff left side, big hole and more all the way down to the 31-yard line is Kanan Stoner. He goes about 212.
That play right there, quarterback, running back, did not panic.
I'm panicking a little bit because Antonio Garrett has made a couple of bad snaps. There's a little swing pass to the outside.
Got a flag.
And that's going to be C.J. Thompson. We do have a flag here on the near side. That is another offside penalty against Franklin. That is now 3, and I think that's McGrath again because he's coming out of the ball game. You very rarely see, especially this early in the game, 3 offsides by the defense.
Yep. If any.
If any, exactly. 1st down for the Beavers.
1st and 10 for the Beavers on the Grizzlies' 20-yard line.
Ray Arrow will have 2 receivers. There was another high snap. Handoff will go to Stoner. Stoner trying to pound his way for a couple of yards. I've got to wonder, though, Keith, when one of those snaps is going to cost Bluffton in this offensive attack. That throws everything off when that snap is not where it needs to be.
Right, you are. That is correct. Man, that was great insight.
It was great insight. That's what we pay you the big dollars for.
That was page 7 on the script.
It was, and that's how you got that new nice car you got today. It'll be 2nd down and about 8. It was a beautiful ride, by the way. Ray Arrow looking left, looking right, throws over the middle, ball caught inside the 5, breaking a tackle, touchdown for the Beavers. That'll be Chris McLaurin, his 4th reception of the year and his 1st touchdown, and the Beavers have opened up a 9-0 lead. Tell you what, I like Ray Arrow right there because he was looking left, looking right, really did a nice job. The defense had to commit one way or the other, and that left the middle open. And then they let McLaurin do the rest. So here is Drew Michael. And then how big is the offside penalty again on Franklin? That kick on the way, and it is good. 3:52 to go here in the opening quarter. Beavers lead at 14-0.
You're good at keeping the car clean. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
So I stopped in at Chick-fil-A for lunch and saw Officer Wilson come in. I decided to place a dine-in mobile order and have a cookie delivered to him just to show appreciation for his service for our community.
A few minutes later, I noticed that Officer Wilson had gotten up and left, and I knew he hadn't gotten his cookie yet.
And I'm headed to my car. I turn around and I see Allie, and she's running after me.
Mr. Police Officer, Mr. Police Officer.
Usually when someone yells, officer, officer, they want to ask me about a ticket they got. I absolutely wanted the cookie. This cookie is delicious.
10-0. 3:52 to go, opening period. This will be a deep kick, and we'll sail into the end zone. That'll be a touchback. And so the Franklin offense coming out. Take another look at the score, Keith.
Nice passing. Third option. Here's what I like. Move your feet, spin. And you can see the defensive backs are saying, we need to cover better.
Yeah, well, and the other thing is they're tackling high, too. You're going to have to go a little bit low on these receivers and not do so much arm tackling, too. But, again, that has been kind of the Achilles heel for this Franklin football team this year, giving up over 600 yards of total offense. And now Kai Ross works this in a hole, and it'll be handoff to Cora, and he'll get a couple, and that's about it. I like that defense, especially number 8, McWright again.
We talk about this all the time. Is this a key possession? No. Do you need your defense some rest? Yes.
Yeah.
So you need at least 3 or 4 or 5 minutes for them to get some regroup here.
So here come the Grizzlies, 2 receivers to the right, single receiver to the near side. Take the handoff. They'll swing it out in the flat. Ball will be caught and near first down.
Ooh.
That's going to be Rias Moore, the tight end.
I don't like that spot.
Yeah, I thought he got another yard ahead.
Yeah.
But now you're going to look at 3rd down and about 2. Well, Franklin went for it on 4th down in their last possession. Didn't make it. I guess not be surprised if they went for it again. Handoff to Cora. He's got a first down and more. High stepping across the 40 out to the 44.
One of his linemen were flat down, and he just jumped right over and said, "Excuse me, fellas, stay down." That was a good run.
So a much-needed first down by Garrett Cora. Grizzlies will have it at the 44-yard line as we come up on the 2-minute mark in the opening quarter. Play action.
Got him. He's open.
Down the sideline. Ball's caught. 25-yard line. That'll be Dylan McKinney.
McKinney was wide open. That ball was up there forever. But McKinney secured that ball, and that was in double coverage.
Yeah.
Nice pass, nice throw, nice catch.
McKinney over 17 yards per reception, and that's why he can really stretch the field. Biggest play so far for Franklin, and now at the 25-yard line. Ross will give it off to Cora. Cora dragged down from behind. The first one to get him was Andre Wines.
That ball is loose. He's got oh, yeah. My coach said never carry it like a loaf of bread or someone's going to steal it.
Yeah. A lot of times it has to do with the quarterback sticking in your gut, too. So it'll be 2nd down after gain of 2. Trips right. Kai Ross, give it off now to Cora. Left side, 10, 5, touchdown. 23 yards in the score. It's now 10-6.
Crowd is up on their feet, too. They like it.
Cora, by the way, with his 3rd touchdown rush of the season. And now the extra point.
Very nice transition.
Gabe Crutchfield. Chance to make it free. High snap, but it is good. 10-7 Franklin.
Your hauling or moving project has arrived, and College Hunks Hauling, Junk, and Moving has you covered. Honest. Uniformed. Nice. Knowledgeable. Service. College Hunks Hauling, Junk, and Moving.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
You can keep up to date with every school and every sport in the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference. Go to their website, heartlandconference.org. Is this one of your tunes?
No, this is my theme song.
Is it?
Yeah. When I come down the ring with my robe, WWE FFF.
Oh,
belt.
okay. Yeah, I got you now. Well, nice offensive possession by Franklin, and so now Bluffton will get it back. Return a hard hit at the 25-yard line. That was C.J. Thompson on the return. Taking a look at the score.
I like this score. Here's what I like about him. See that speed right when he gets out of the clear. Nice.
You know what I like even more?
They scored?
Well, Finley and Nelson on that side blocking in like the way they did.
Not out,
yeah,
right?
They blocked him in, and that opened things up for Core to score the touchdown.
Big possession here for Bluffton. Do they bounce back after this?
Well, they only have 1:03 to go here in the opening period. We'll be switching sides as the handoff, and that was almost dropped, but still able to get to the 30-yard line is Stoner. Boy, everything just right now, when you think about between Garrett, Ray Arrow, and Stoner, just things are not quite on sync yet. Quick to the line of scrimmage. Throwing out the flat here is Price. He got drilled a couple of times, and a flag is down.
I wonder what the flag would be, but I tell you what, he got hit hard.
More than once. He's not a big guy either. Price only goes about 166. And now the officials will sort things out right here. There is no foul on the play, so you can take that penalty flag and put it right back. So it's going to be second down, actually, should say third down.
Ball was carried by Andre Price Jr.
And the football will be at the 26-yard line. Trips to the near side. Ray Arrow has Stoner in the backfield. Ray Arrow throws up for grabs and throws it behind the intended receiver, not even close. And it's going to be fourth down, and here comes the punting unit. Pass intended for Cale Lee. And Franklin should have pretty good field position right here.
I would say so.
Returning will be Clint Hearn. He'll stand at around his own 35-yard line.
Now, I saw him during warm-ups, and he kicked like you did. He had pretty good leg boot.
Well, I kicked a little better in that one, as that will take a nice bounce, though. Not a great kick by Drew Michael, just a freshman, so.
I'm here to tell you, though, the assistant coach picked that up on the bounce. Now, it went out of bounds, picked that up, and you look, and coaches look at that. You never want to touch that ball. You never know where they're going to mark that ball.
Yeah. But they'll get pretty good field position at the 38.
Hey, a new feature here. If you'd like to contact us in the booth, you can tweet us at IndianaSRN. You can ask us any question, and we'll answer them on the air for you today. Let us know where you're calling from, or tweet us from. Is it X from?
Where it's X now.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah. Whistles will stop the play, and Bluffton's going to call a timeout right here.
You're good at making big announcements. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN. We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Back here at Fox Stadium, Franklin football down by 3. Core right side, 40-45, outside, 45-40. Inside the 35, finally brought down close to the 30-yard line. And how about another big run by Garrett Cora?
Well, we always counted on the tote, but we can't count it on the tote boat. But it's a big play.
Man, yeah, it's got to be 40 or more, and it's got to be a touchdown. And that's going to do it for period number 1.
And that's the end of the first quarter.
Join us next week as we have another great HCAC battle. We will be at Manchester College as Manchester takes on Rose-Hulman. That's a 1:30 start. Then we got a doubleheader for you, doubleheader soccer for you. Defiance and Rose-Hulman. Those games are at 1 and 3 right here on HCAC.TV.
Right now it is the beginning of period number 2. Here's Cora again. Nowhere to go here on the near side.
Cora, the ball carrier.
Got brought down immediately. It looked like it was Nolan Hubre.
Second down for the Grizzlies.
So let's call it second down at about 12. New running back in, that'll be Cam Jennings. Jennings, 91 yards on the ground this year.
Can I call the offensive coordinator here? Run a post. That is wide open.
No, but you wanted to do an onside kick earlier, too. Here's the handoff. Jennings gets the block at the 25 and gets knocked down inside the 20 near the 18.
Like I said, run Jennings, wide side.
You know, I've never had anybody want to do as many onside kicks as you do.
Well, I used to do that when I coached.
Yeah?
Ask me how many wins I had.
0.
How many losses did I have?
A lot.
That's why I'm in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, you are. That'll be good enough for the first down. Jennings will stay in the ball game. That'll give Cora a little extra rest. It'll be McKinney to the near side. Franklin trying to come back and take the lead. They were down 10-0. Ross to throw. Ball caught, 10, and putting his head down very close to the 5-yard line. Nice reception. That'll be Dawson Dallop, his 8th reception of the year.
He expected the hit, hung on to the football.
So first and goal now for Franklin. Football at the 6-yard line. Cora back in.
How about the atmosphere? The atmosphere is awesome here today.
By the way, also in the lineup now will be Nick Brousseau, He'll be the fullback. They don't use this formation very often. They think they can run the football. The pitch and whistles before it'll be against Franklin.
Illegal alignment. Tight end was not on the line of scrimmage.
So now they'll back him up 5 yards.
Actually, they called that a false start on number 55.
In other words, what you're telling us, they could have called either one, right?
Yes, sir.
First and goal for the Grizzlies.
I used to call 5 or 6 of them just to confuse coaches.
I bet you did.
And they always asked me what number, and I said, I can't count that high, Coach.
Well, the always nice thing about you is you always had an excuse. That's what we like.
You practice hard with that. You ask Betty about that.
So it's still first down and goal.
That's our SRN secretary shootout.
Handoff Cora at the 5, touchdown. His second of the day.
12-yard run.
Great start for Garrett Cora. Now has on the season 5 touchdowns. And now the extra point. Good snap. The kick is up. It is good. Grizzlies lead it now 14-10 after being down 10-0. Take another look at the score here, Keith. And Corell, tell you what, he's tough today.
I think he wants the ball too. Look at it, just really quick. Notice he just puts that ball over the line and puts it back. Nice play. Hey, it's time for the greeting. You ready?
I'm ready.
Jay Jones. I know Jay is on location, but he'll come and watch these on Monday. So this is Jay Jones' greeting. Hope that you're doing well, Commissioner. We will meet up with him in a few weeks. Here's another picture of this big crowd. Sun in Indiana. We have been blessed with nothing but sunshine already this year. We don't need rain, and we don't need rain at Hanover and a 6-hour rain delay.
No, never.
We just want to be just like we are.
Go ahead. Franklin, by the way, 132 yards rushing already here this afternoon. That is crazy early, and you're only in the second quarter.
And I need to put this, Haley, if you're watching, Nick's doing a great job. Get well. She's in that little boot. Hope she does well. She had an injury as an athlete.
Yeah.
Taking the surgery. Hope she's doing well. 3 more weeks of recovery. So Nick's doing all the work around the house.
Yes. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. So we are ready again as the Beavers will get the football, kick into the end zone, and we'll have another touchback.
Touchback.
This Bluffton football team, after that win over Kenyon, they ended up losing to Albion 42-20, and then they go to Adrian, lose there. That's a tough place to play, 23-15. Had a good balanced attack, 225 yards through the air, 189 on the ground. So at least from that standpoint, they were able to run the football last week. So they'll be back out once again. Good look at Xavier Reyero. Xavier out of Corona, California. He'll have 3 receivers here to the near side. Handoff Stoner. Takes a hit immediately and went down.
Defensive-wise, Franklin has readjusted and has really caused havoc the last couple of possessions that Bluffton has had the ball.
Looked like Skylar Athen there on the outside got the tackle for Franklin. Second down and another whistle. That'll go against the Beavers.
I think you would get offsides, or I think you could go in motion when a noseman is right over you, breathing down your neck. You got to be kind of moving too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's tough, making sure you get a good snap off. And we'd mentioned Antonio Garrett has struggled a little bit here in the first half. So now 2nd down and 15. Down the middle of the field. There's a man there, but just overthrows Nigel Payne. Double coverage there for Franklin.
Nigel Payne, the intended target.
Want to say hello to Don Nestor, who is watching in New York today, saying you guys sound marvelous.
A lot of rain in New York lately.
He said actually that his plane was delayed because of the rain.
I didn't understand that. 3rd down. Have to get to the 35 for a 1st down. Ray Arrow. Hands off to Stoner. Stoner. Flag down. This could be a hold. Stoner across the 25 to the 26. And it will be holding. Well, the Beavers got off to a good start. They took advantage of a early turnover, got points on the board, but their last couple of possessions, they have not been able to do much with the football. And now they'll punt it away, and Franklin will get it back and should have good field position.
Okay, I know what you're going to tell me. Would you fake here?
No.
Okay.
You're full of all kinds of gadgets, aren't you?
Yeah, I just want to play football.
End over end kick.
We'll
take a
nice
Beavers
bounce.
Boy, really nice bounce. Inside the 20 and down to about the 16. Wonder what punting numbers would look like if you didn't still have turf and that ball hits the grass the way it used to.
Especially in the mud, right?
Yeah.
The Commissioner Cup is rotated trophy awarded to the institution that garners the most overall wins and points. Congratulations to Rose Holman, the 22-23 winner of the HCAC Commissioner Cup.
Kai Ross bring his offense back out on the field with a 4-point lead. Four already having a great day today in running the football, and they're going to feed it to him again. He'll get a couple out of this one.
Gary Cora, the ball carrier.
You know who's active as that is Marvis McWright, the defensive end. He's just been all over the field today for the Beavers.
Other games today in the conference, Defiance is at Hanover. Manchester is at Mount St. Joseph, and Anderson and Rose Holman just kicked off.
Be 2nd down. Say just a yard gain, so we'll call it 2nd down and 9. Ross faking the handoff, rolling, throwing, and a low throw intended there for Spencer Wright.
Smart pass there, though, because the only guy that could catch the ball is the receiver.
So now 3rd and long.
Stopping the play for the Beavers.
Beavers make changes up front. Malik Eccles is out of the ball game. He's normally the nose guard, so they know it's a passing down here. They'll get an extra defensive back, a nickel back in. 4 wideouts now for Kai Ross. Ross throws far sideline, too low, incomplete, intended again for Spencer Wright. He's been targeted quite a bit today, and the Grizzlies will have to give it up.
Had a couple guys wide open in the flat and chose to go the other way.
Dom Apiaji on the coverage for the Beavers.
So Bluffton should have excellent field position when they get it back. Ethan Behringer, the senior, will be standing at his own 41-yard line.
This is a pretty good punter that Franklin has here. It's a nice boot.
The wobbly kick will take a sideways bounce,
Ooh,
and then almost got Behringer, who got a little too close to it.
Yes, sir.
Adam Guth, the punter there for the Grizzlies.
Early in the first quarter, Rose Holman leads 7-0 over Anderson. That game is at Rose Holman on our sister station, and it's their homecoming.
Ah, there's 2.
Yeah. I think it's homecoming for almost everybody today.
Yeah.
All the football games that I was watching preview for tonight, homecoming. great weekend to do it.
Get it in before the weather gets cold.
Yes, sir.
All right. So Beavers football down by 4 here in period number 2. Ray Arrow has Stoner in the backfield. He'll look to his right, throws low, ball caught and out of bounds.
Game 2.
So the reception, again, will only get you a couple of yards on that one. Deshaun Bonte out of Canal, Winchester, Ohio, 6'5", 195. So he got him 1. Trips near side. Ray Arrow with Stoner in the backfield. Looks to throw again. Ball caught at the 34. Flag down again. This might be another hold.
This might be roughing the passer.
Chris McLaurin made the reception. Well, I'll tell you what. Ray Arrow a little slow getting up. And it will go against Franklin.
Roughing the passer.
Did you see who it was, though?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch the number, Troy. But they add 15 yards to this end of the play.
That is another penalty on this Franklin defense. They've had 3 offsides already. And then you look at that penalty right there all the way to the 50-yard line. Ray Arrow, by the way, kind of favoring that knee a little bit, left knee.
I think he got hit right on that knee.
So first down for the Beavers. 4 wideouts, near side, ball caught, and then driven out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. That'll be Price on the reception. So far, the defensive backfield's done pretty good for Franklin. We mentioned 3 new starters in there. Pierre Lewis made the tackle here on the near sideline. Gain of 8 on the pass play. It'll be second down and 2. Ray Arrow hands it off. It'll be Stoner trying to get around the edge. He will not. Brought down immediately as Demarion Newell in the lineup makes the tackle.
Coaching staff is calling for holding. Umpire goes, relax. Our officials doing a good job today.
Football at the 44.
Big down here.
Have to get to the 40 for the first down. Another high snap. Here comes the blitz, and the football gets loose, and the Grizzlies have recovered it. And we told you that high snap was going to cost you at some point, and it does, and Shea McGrath comes away with it.
Timely. Look at this. Hit. Doesn't know where that ball is, and then.
Well, I'll tell you what, Bluffton's going to have to fix that center snap because that has caused them issues here in the first half.
They're on a drive to go take the lead here.
Yeah.
They had great. The enforcing of the rule. You had a lot more players than 11 on the field there, right there for Franklin.
Yeah.
They blew the ball ready for play. You got to get off the field or I'm going to count and you're going to be penalized.
Yeah. First down for the Grizzlies. First turnover for Bluffton. Ross in trouble, gets away to the outside 45, brought down at about the 41. And was that a late hit?
Nope.
It was a little bit late with the head there, but no flags down. It was Brandon, the safety, who came up to make the hit late. That being Mason Brandon out of Louisville, Kentucky.
Don't forget to join us at halftime. Lance Marshall.
Talk some baseball.
AD, new AD.
So he's busy.
I'm going to try to get your family car discounted.
Did we get some swag today, too?
We did last week we were here.
Oh. Handoff, it'll be to Jennings, and Jennings hit immediately and goes nowhere. May get back to the 41. Yeah, but we should get swag every week, right?
Well, our director looked at my hat and said, nice hat. And I asked him if he wanted one. He didn't.
Rose on top, 14 zip. Rose off to a good start in their homecoming.
Yes, sir.
So did you get me another hat?
No, sir.
Oh. Third down. Third down and 5. They have all kinds over there. Ross to throw again. And ball caught 35, good enough for the first down. That's going to be Malachi Joy. Joy came in with 13 receptions, nearing 200 yards.
Slow start for the Grizz, but they have really bounced back here, playing well.
Well, I've got to go back to what they've done defensively. I think that's been big so far. Their defense has come up, and then he come up with a big hit and a turnover, and now football will be at the 34-yard line. Quick hitter to the outside, ball caught, and then driven out of bounds. Had to be Dylan McKinney. Sometimes, when you make changes in your starting lineup, you're sending a little bit of a message, as you said, or don't get comfortable, because when you're 0-3, we're going to make some changes and try to win football games.
It will also wake you up that you're the one that's being replaced, that you will work harder in practice, that you get that position back.
Exactly.
Because obviously you deserve that position. Now it's time to serve well.
Yeah.
Serve it well.
Yeah, and hold on to it. Coming up on 7 minutes. Ross to throw again. Down the middle. There's a hit at the last second, and that's going to be a definite penalty. And that's going to go against Bluffton. Appiazzi is the one guilty. Dom Appiazzi, the corner. He's only 150 pounds, and once the receiver got by him, he kind of reached his hands out, pushed him. And so it's going to be a first down for the Grizzlies.
Right at the 15.
Going to move those chains. I was watching one of the guys holding the chains. He kind of dropped the marker. No, you still have to go down there.
You still got to go down. There's a free gift down there for you.
I think he thought it was going to be inside the 5-yard line, like we're in the NFL.
Most of the time, those staff people are usually basketball players.
Yes. Cora breaks tackles at the 5, and they hold on right there. But how about Garrett Cora? Another strong run.
Now he dropped that. Now can I drop it? Okay. The guys in the yellow shirt are the people we're referring to. Usually basketball players, and they get to do this.
Baseball too.
Yeah.
First and goal for the Grizzlies, trying to add another 6 on the board right here. Grizzlies are down 10-0. They'll give it to Cora around the left side. He'll get to about the 3.
Maybe the 4.
Well,
they moved him back a little bit, didn't they?
So they'll put it at the 4-yard line. Max Johnson and Ethan Corwin on that left side trying to open up some holes. They did that earlier and sprung Cora for a touchdown. It seems to me, too, that Franklin's being a little more deliberate on offense. Not quite as fast-paced as they were, taking their time, getting the right play call. And they're going to call a timeout. Kai Ross needs to talk about it. They're leading it by 4. Well, the Grizzlies get the timeout as they'll talk about. This is an important play when you really think about it. A chance to go up 21 unanswered points here.
1 timeout left in the first half.
So after Kai Ross talks with the complete offensive unit, now they're ready to go. Core will be set up just to his left. Core had another big run here just moments ago. They'll throw to the near side. Ball tipped in the air, and then almost coming from behind to make the catch was Malachi Joy.
Hey, did you see the baseball float at homecoming?
I did.
And
beautiful.
You see how Lance was shaking hands and waving to people throwing candy?
Yeah.
We're going to talk about the float.
Is he running for mayor?
I don't know, but I tell you what, the float looked good.
It did.
Yeah. The baseball look with the batter.
It was beautiful.
Looked really nice.
Put a lot of time into
How
that
about
one.
that IndianaSRN banner,
Oh,
too?
that was even better.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that was really nice. You did a lot of work on that.
Well, no, we want to thank the ladies of the home to help us.
Oh,
with
they
that.
helped you at home?
Yeah.
Good. That last pass was intended for Spencer Wright. Here's the handoff. Cora got hit at the 5 and driven back, and they're trying to get the
Strip the
football
ball
away
from
from him,
him.
but it's too late. He was already down. He got hit immediately by McWright again. He's been, as we said a little bit ago, very active for that Bluffton defense. And here comes the field goal unit on after they failed to score, getting the football inside the 5-yard line.
Good defense by Bluffton. Pinned their ears back, didn't get him in.
So Gabe Crutchfield, a senior, will try to put 3 more on the board here in this opening half of play. Good snap, good hold. The kick is on the way, and it is good. 17-10 Grizzlies.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Garrett Cora today, here in the first half, 16 carries, 129 yards. He's averaging 8.1 yards per carry.
I would give that to about a B+, don't you?
Yeah, I think so.
On
he's
the
a little
road.
under your status, but he's close.
Well, my status was 205, 206.
Yeah.
Negative.
Bowling, probably.
No, that's not even close my bowling score.
So now 17 unanswered points by Franklin. That one fumbled and then picked up. There will be a return here by C.J. Thompson to the outside, and he'll get driven out of bounds.
4-minute mark. They need to hold this ball for a while. Their defense needs some rest.
Well, here's the other thing about it, too, Keith, is that the last 2 to 3 series, Bluffton looks nothing like they did early. They are not able to throw the football the way they'd love to here today, and you got to give credit again. The changes made by Franklin.
And they get the ball to start the second half, correct?
Yeah.
Franklin?
Yeah. So it'll be Ray Arrow bringing the offense with trips to the near side. Handoff Stoner goes nowhere.
Defense made an adjustment.
Big time.
I mean, they're trapping better. They're filling the holes better. They're wrapping.
Trayvon Bell, the freshman, another freshman in the lineup there for Franklin.
And as well as we know, Coach, he was nice about it. He didn't probably yell and scream at him. He probably said please and thank you.
Yeah, I bet he did.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
Second down. That one sails into the sideline again, not even close to the intended receiver.
Nigel Payne, the target.
Well, he's thrown a couple of like that, just sailed on.
Did the team manager or the event coordinator catch that ball?
No,
he got in the yellow shirt.
He was one of the players.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, basketball player had good hands.
Yeah. So big third down right here. Franklin gets the stop. Again, could have excellent field position. Boy, a lot of freshmen getting a chance to play here on this Franklin defense here this afternoon. Trips left, single setback is Stoner. Here's the throw, and again, nowhere close to the intended receiver. Pierre Lewis was there, and also Bo Hess.
Hess knocked the defender out of bounds, and then he had to come back in. He did not reestablish, so if he caught that ball, that's an incomplete pass.
You're talking about the receiver.
Yeah, that's a great defensive move. Throw him out of bounds, let him reestablish.
So Bluffton, another series in which they do not move the football.
Bad.
That punt will be fair.
Oh,
Caught
no,
and
no,
then
no, no.
fumbled,
Oh,
and
no.
it is a scramble for the loose ball. Franklin, I think some of the players feel they got it back, and they did. Boy, they get lucky there.
Yes, they did.
That was another one of those, if you're going to run up on it like that, you probably better think twice and just let it go.
Look at Coach. He is animated. He wants to score here.
Looked like it was Max Malone out of Fort Wayne Snyder, another freshman on special teams, was able to get to that loose football.
This is a very important possession here. You score here, points, then at halftime you get the ball right back. You could put it away right here.
Well,
you could.
But you want an onside kick every time, too.
That's why I work with you all the time, because you didn't like how I coach.
Ross, first down. Swing pass near side, Cora. Cora at the 40. High steps a defender inside the 35. He is having a heck of a ball game today.
I will tell you this, too. The officials are putting this ball in play pretty quickly.
Yeah.
This is the fastest crew we've seen work so far this year.
.327 to go. First down. Cora again. Right side. Gets the block. 25-20. And then knocked out of bounds. What a great block on the near side by Dylan McKinney. Cora's going to get a break. Back in the lineup will be Cam Jennings.
Yeah, he's saying, hey, hello.
Boy, you got to love the blocking on the outside we've seen so far.
Look at this crowd.
Well, they got a nice tent, though.
Yeah.
They're not in the sun.
They're in the shade right there. I think that's where Lance was earlier today.
Probably. First down. This will be Jennings. Another nice run inside the 15, still on his feet at the 5-yard line, and that'll get the crowd fired up.
How about carrying you about 8 yards?
Wow.
Here, jump on my back, Troy. Let me see if I can carry you a yard.
Cam Jennings, by the way, listed at 195, so you can really get a good idea. He's hard to bring down, and we've got an injury now for the Bluffton Beavers.
Next week.
Let's take a look at our schedule for next week. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, I'm excited.
Can I ask you a question on these graphics, too? Do you do the graphics?
No.
Okay.
No. Betty does. Betty does the graphics. We're at Manchester as Manchester take on Rosehaven. You know, they're spelt right. That's what.
That's how the key is. Yeah,
that's the key. We're in Manchester. Manchester taking on Rosehaven. I don't get any love. Also, double header of soccer for you. Rosehaven Defiance. We come back to Franklin, I do believe, in 2 weeks, and I hear it's Troy Derigowski Appreciation Day.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, everybody gets a bottlehead. It's a Coke bottle.
You know, I actually do have a bottle.
I know. I've seen it.
Yeah.
It doesn't shake up and down. It's just no.
No, it's always no.
Yep.
Talk to my union rep, no.
Talk to my wife. She says I can't afford it.
Martez Neighbors, the hurt player there for Bluffton.
Real quick, Nick and Jerry is on our 1 and 2 today. Nick, our camera guy, and Sticks is up there as well today.
4-man crew for a homecoming day like today. Handoff Cora. Cora down to about the 3. Now, I always say about the 3, but the other side says a 4. You're not giving him any love at all, is he?
No, they're not. I tell you what, he's run really well today.
He is. You know, he took that shot the first time he made the big run.
And then the fumble, yes.
I thought he wasn't going to play again for a while, but he came right back.
Shows you the confidence they have in their running game.
So it'll be second down. Here's Cora again, has a lead block, and does he get in? He's very close. I think he got to the 1.
Gary Cora, the ball carrier.
the interesting thing is they're taking time off the clock as well. Wear that defense down.
I give it to him again.
Well, you know what I would run? Double reverse.
I know you would. And then throw it, probably.
Hook and ladder.
Yeah.
I had one win in my career and many defeats.
Yeah, I can tell why.
I was a better baseball
You're
coach.
the offensive coordinator. And the quarterback keeper and the touchdown by Kai Ross.
That's a 1-yard run, folks.
$23 unanswered. Here's Crutchfield. We'll try to make it 24. Has the wind at his back on this one. On this beautiful Saturday afternoon, late September. The kick is up. It is good. 24-10, Franklin.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Back here at Franklin College.
Jerry's theme song is on. You know he was a Rolling Stone, right?
No.
Yeah, him and Mick, they were like this.
Really?
Yeah. They're about the same age.
So Jerry was a groupie.
No, I think he was the backup singer. I just got hit in the heart.
See, he's probably about 90 now, isn't he?
No. Who, Jerry?
No.
Oh, Mick. I see. Okay.
This will be a shorter kick inside the 5. And it will be the return man, C.J. Thompson.
Got room.
30,
Got
35,
room.
40, but there's a
hold.
flag.
Oh.
Thompson dragged quickly out of bounds. Look out.
Watch out.
Got to get them separated here on the near sideline, but that flag is way back at the 27.
Now, I think they were excited about the hit.
They were.
But, boy, I tell you what, they jumped it. Whew. They put that out fast.
Yeah, they got it separated quickly, but I'm like you. I think it was a hold. And again, you know what, Keith? It always happens after the play is by you.
Yep.
And then you decide to make the hold there. Yeah, there you have it.
Holding on the return team, number 15. Ball be placed here, 2 yards. First down.
So they'll have it back to the 22.
And now they'll take the 10 yards from the 22.
Yep. Here's your score.
Nice little run. See, those are runs I can make.
I know.
Make another big enough hole.
It helps to have the fullback behind you pushing you into the end zone.
Well, of course. I wish he would just pick me up and just.
I know you do. But we also know some of your play calling, so I'm not sure why we even discuss you running the football.
Anderson just got a field goal, 14-3.
Rose Holman now leads Anderson 14-3, started the second. Ball completed on the far side.
Doubleheader.
Nigel Payne.
Doubleheader day for IndianaSRN and HCAC TV.
Who's doing that Rose Holman game today?
Jared Thomas and Galen Cloverton.
Second down, under a minute. That'll be caught by Nigel Payne again. He gets out of bounds, stops the clock.
Galen has come to us. He applied for the position and did a really nice job. Does a nice job. He is in charge of media down at IU.
Oh, really?
Yeah, good guy. Good find for us.
Director of media?
Yeah.
For sports or overall?
He didn't want to work with me, though. He told Jerry, no, not Keith. Keith with Troy.
Yeah, exactly. Ray Arrow to throw. And that's going to be incomplete at the 50.
He didn't want to hurt my feelings, so he just tells Jerry.
Tells Jerry,
and
yeah.
Jerry will just go,
Okay.
you know, you got that look? Like, no, you got to be kidding me.
Cale Lee was the intended receiver.
But Jarrett Thomas is with him, and, you know, Jarrett plays professional football in the XFL.
Yeah.
We got some good, talented guys on our crew.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're on the A team.
I know. Yeah, he's a Cathedral product.
State champion.
So second down. Riero to throw again over the middle. Ball caught. That'll be Lee. Spins. First down and more into Franklin territory.
Boy, you got to wrap
47.
You got to wrap him up at the 40. They have 2 timeouts left, so they got plenty of time here.
Bluffton hurries to the line of scrimmage, and they will spike the football. I like Isaac Lawrence. He was going to charge in there no matter what.
You know, on offense, you have that option. You can spike. You can throw it out of bounds. You can use your timeouts.
On the Grizzlies' 47-yard line.
So Lawrence coming out. Jones is in now for Franklin.
And you get free substitution here because you get a 40-second ready for play clock.
That's right. Riero again to throw. And that'll be Lee, and he took a hard hit at the 40. That was Hayden Kermode who laid it on him.
He hung on to that one.
Hurry up offense.
Third down for the Beavers.
Riero again. Near side overthrows his intended receiver.
Look at this hit.
Andre Price Jr., the intended target.
Oh.
And that'll bring up fourth down.
That's why you have pads, right?
I don't care if you have pads or not.
Fourth down.
That's 6 weeks in the hospital for me.
I know.
In traction.
We could barely get you up here to the press box. It was almost 6 weeks.
I do like how the ushers carried me up today.
I know, yeah.
It was very nice. I think Glance brought them over after he was on the float. His baseball kids, they like me.
Do they?
Well, I'm going to throw batting practice this year.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
That'll be a waste of a couple of hours.
No, I'm going to bring my own pitching machine and everything.
You have one?
Yeah, I got a pitching machine at home.
Timeout. Stay here.
Got a timeout, 18.7 remaining. You're then probably the only person I know who has his own pitching machine.
Do you not have a pitching machine at home?
No.
I coach baseball.
You did not.
I did too. I coached at Horizon. I started their baseball program.
Yeah.
Their basketball program. Their volleyball program.
Really?
I was their baseball coach for a couple of years. You want to ask me how many wins I had?
0?
No, as many as wins I had as basketball.
How many?
I had 54 wins in
Really?
basketball. Yes.
No kidding.
Don't tell me how many losses. Let's do a read.
Yeah, do that, please.
We're boarding these people. Hey, maximize your visibility. Gain exposure through on-site branding, social media, mentions, and much more. Contact us at coach@IndianaSRN.org. If you are watching this broadcast and you own a business, we'll work within your budget to get you on air so you can be part of the HCAC.TV team.
By the way, Riero so far today, 13 of 22, 111 yards and a touchdown. He's been sacked once. His favorite receiver has been Nigel Payne, 4 receptions, 44 yards. And in the rushing department, Stoner, 11 carries, 19 yards. So the rush defense has been pretty good.
Got to go for the first down first here.
18.7 on the clock. Stoner will be put in motion out in the flat. Riero to throw over the middle. Ball caught inside the 25-yard line and brought down. They're going to have to hurry, 9.8.
Yeah, they still have a timeout left, though.
Behringer on the reception. We're going to put him closer to the 26-yard line. And there's your next timeout.
You got to go to the end zone here. 9.8. No?
I think it'd be really close unless you have something that can get you to the sideline and out of bounds.
Can your field goal kick it? You watched the kicking team. Could they kick this far?
Well, you're looking at here about a 4. No, I'd say because now you're probably looking at about a 42-yarder. I don't think that's probably something they're looking for.
Updated score here with 11:49. It looks like in the second quarter. Louis Holman just scored again on a beautiful pass and run.
I don't know if you saw Shea McGrath was not in the huddle on the sideline.
He was looking at the officials. The officials were looking at his hand.
Oh. is out of the lineup for the moment.
21-3, Rose Holman leads Anderson.
Football at the 26-yard line. And we have whistles stopping play again. And I think Franklin's going to call another timeout.
They might have only had 10 guys on the field.
Franklin didn't have a timeout to give.
Oh, they did not have a timeout. So now they got to hurry back out there and get set to go. That was interesting. They'll look to throw again. Sideline ball caught. That is out of bounds. Behringer down to the 13-yard line, 5.9.
Wow, he got 1 foot in, Troy.
A lot of confusion, though, on that side of the football for Franklin. Ray Arrow trying to get him in the end zone now with 5.9 on the clock. Stoner the lone setback. Ray Arrow to throw. Looking left. Sets up. Still has time. Gets away from pressure. Throws to the end zone. Ball's going to be caught. Did he get into the end zone? Yes.
Oh, my goodness. He got in the end zone.
That is Behringer. 13-yard scoring strike, and thanks to that good protection, Ray Arrow able to make it now a 24-16 ball game. You could hear the clock expire as Drew Michael will come in to attempt the extra point.
That's a big play.
But, and again, from the standpoint, Franklin looked confused after they tried to call that timeout. As the extra point is up, and it is good. That is your halftime score after 24 unanswered points.
1 foot in on the sideline.
We're going to take another look at the one play on the sideline that was called in.
Here it is right here. Boy, he
tell.
dragged that foot, didn't he? The defender thinks he didn't get in. Big play.
Big play.
Because now you're only down by 7. Here's the super slow-mo. Yes, he sure did.
Yeah. So it is a 7-point lead. But take a look at this. This is really Behringer making the nice play. But, of course, it helped when your quarterback can get plenty of time. Watch him come back to the football. Wow.
What's crazy is the lineman downfield.
Well, after that amount of time, everything was kind of fair game, wasn't it?
Gate is open.
So there you have it, 24-17. But you know what? Really, the big difference we thought was the way that the defense played up until that last drive there in the first half. But what a first half also by Cora. He finished with, in the rushing department, 145 yards and 2 touchdowns. He carried the football 19 times. So you like the defense, the changes they made.
1 minute.
And then you like what they've done on offense. Again, take away what happened on that last drive, just from a simple standpoint, put the whole picture together. I think you got to like what you saw in the first half.
Also, the confusion late in the half when I'm going to call timeout, but I don't have any timeouts left. In college sports or any sports, I guess there's no penalty because in basketball it's a penalty, it's a technical foul. I don't know if that can be called unsportsmanlike conduct. I don't think it can be, or they would have called it. And in the time he had throwing on that series, but they didn't panic having that ball as quickly as they had, and now they lead 20. Franklin leads 24-17 at halftime. Franklin gets the ball back, and the way their offense is running, you would think they would be in pretty good shape.
Yeah. By the way, Kai Ross, 7 of 11, only 73 yards in the first half. But the way they're running the football, they haven't had to throw it as much. And Rayero, 16 of 25, 150 yards and a couple of touchdowns in the first half as well. Keith will come back with our halftime guest. Your halftime score: Franklin 24, Bluffton 17.
24-17 here at halftime at homecoming down at Franklin College. Thank you very much to join us on the HCAC.TV network. Lance Marshall is our halftime guest, and man, the floats look good today.
Well, it's been a fun day on campus, and I spent hours and hours and hours working on our float, and I hope we win homecoming prize for the best float in the parade.
Do you get ice cream social? Is that what the prize is?
Absolutely. Maybe sprinkles if we're lucky.
There you go.
Who knows?
The baseball I thought was really clever, and you throwing little candy cane baseballs, that's pretty impressive.
Show off the arm strength in the parade. It's always fun.
The little kid, though, that you hit in the head, he's okay, only 6 stitches. All tongue-in-cheek. But I will tell you what, the Touchdown Club did another fantastic job giving us some hamburgers, a couple cheeseburgers, maybe some extra food. But it was pretty good today.
They do it the best I've seen. Best D3 tailgate in the nation as they've been voted, and they'll feed thousands of people over there. And Gordon Cox, the president of the Touchdown Club, does a marvelous job. And it's really fun to see the tailgates, even looking over. John Karate had a really nice dedication at the last home game. The greatest Grizzly, as they called him. John was a wonderful guy, wonderful coach, wonderful friend to the college, and what a huge crowd gathered by his plaque and tree that they planted in his honor, and the Touchdown Club parking lot's packed. The entire campus is packed. I mean, there are tents as far as the eye can see across this campus, and what an atmosphere, what a special place.
Our Uber driver was a little upset because the men would not let her go in. There's a blockade. They go, I don't care who they are. I said, hey, do you know who I am? And he said, I don't care who you are. You got to get out and walk. Jerry, on the other hand, just showed his badge. I don't know how he got a badge and we didn't, but, we got here anyway. But talk a little bit about homecoming week, because it's been a very interesting week, hasn't it?
It's been a great week. It's always the best week on campus, no question. And, I went to the pep rally last night for a little bit. People were getting fired up. And, like I said, tents and grills as far as the eye could see this morning. I mean, people just love this, and so well attended. It's such a fun thing. I couldn't be more pleased with everybody. Our folks in development have worked their tails off to make this a really nice day. And folks across campus, our maintenance folks, our physical facilities people, they do it, and they pull it all together somehow. I don't know how they do it, but they do a great job.
Now, I heard rumors there was basketballs bouncing in the gymnasium this week. Basketball started practice this week?
Well, they don't start playing for a while, but there've been open gyms and things of that nature. So there's a lot going on this campus right now. A lot of our sports are in season with all the fall sports, and then the winter sports are starting to kind of morph into it as well. So yeah, it's busy times on campus, but that's how you want to see it. Love seeing the action back and seeing all the students back and the student athletes getting after it in their practices.
New position as athletic director, head baseball coach. How's it been? You've been doing that for about, 6 weeks now? You feel pretty comfortable? Can you make me come down and have dinner with you yet, or are you still busy?
Anytime you're free, I'm free.
Okay.
No, it's been great. It's a lot, new challenges and all that, but it's at the end of the day, it's fun. I love this place. Love doing what I can do to help serve our students and our constituency, and it's been a lot of fun. A lot of new responsibilities, but some still remaining from previous years and that. But I've been really, really pleased with response from the coaches and the student athletes, and I think we're doing a great job.
I would neglect if we didn't say about the education. These kids are getting top-notch education. It's a great sports venue and everything. The conference is awesome, but these kids come to learn, and boy, your grade point average and all those things, and athletes and people that are not involved in athletics, education's number one.
Absolutely, and I couldn't be more proud of our student athletes. I mean, they're balancing very hectic practice schedules, very hectic academic schedules, very challenging academic schedules, and still finding time to do things the right way off the field. We've got folks involved in community service all across the map, in addition to their academic and their athletic commitments, and we just got a great group of young people here, and we're so proud of them.
IndianaSRN HCAC TV is a partner with you. This is our third time being here, but now secure with all those home games this year. We were talking off the air and a little bit this week. We're looking for some funding to get some things done for the winter. If someone's out there, maybe an alumni or someone who says, hey, I'd like to throw some bucks, how do they contact you, or do they want to contact us? How do we want to get that done?
Well, we're always one phone call away. Let's get this done. If somebody's interested, we'd be happy to entertain that. We love the broadcast you all provide. It's been fantastic. I think people love watching it. It's well done. It's well. The commentators do a great job with a sense of humor, which is fantastic.
You mean Troy's okay?
Troy can stay for sure. I don't know about this guy Keith, but
okay.
Troy's top notch. But no, you guys just just do a wonderful job, and you really bring the broadcast home and make people feel like they're there at the game. I've actually gone back and watched the first 2 broadcasts, and sincere thank you for everything you guys bring to the table.
But let's talk a little bit about the conference and the development the conference is getting because of this coverage. You guys are seeing more kids interested in universities, and we're hearing that from all the schools that are involved.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, you know, a first-class broadcast is only going to help, and you guys do that for us, and I think we're getting more and more hits on YouTube and otherwise to be able to come back and maybe visit more folks who want to be Grizzlies, because this is a great place to be.
We're going to take a time out. When we come back, we're going to talk about the tours that was going on, because you had a lot of people on campus this week looking at the education and the athletic program. We'll take a break. 24-17 here at halftime. There you go, see the homecoming court. And, you know, Troy tried to get on there. I'm glad security dropped him, Lance, and he's now getting first aid over there on the sidelines. But, you know, these are great kids, student athletes. Talk a little bit about the tours and these great kids that get nominated.
Yeah, what a wonderful group of young folks, and we're so proud of them. And, you know, I think it's just an awesome accomplishment to be nominated for the homecoming court. And you see the president and Mrs. Prather out there about to don some folks with ribbons, which is really a cool experience.
Now I see Troy is in the Grizz costume. And let's close things up as football season winds down. We got 6 more weeks of conference season. Franklin's got to be one of those favorites. I think the conference, for the first time in a long time, everybody's pretty balanced. There's still some lower stature, but everybody seems to be pretty balanced in the top 4.
Sure, and I think our guys are starting to play really well. You saw some real resolve that they showed here, being down 10-0, battling back and scoring, I think, 24 in a row. And, you know, they're starting to cement the running game. The defense has made some big plays, but we're certainly excited about our team and their opportunities as we move forward through the HCAC.
You love the fact that the crowd is here, the atmosphere is here. It's nice to have that. It's good to be a Grizz.
Absolutely. I mean, anybody that comes here has got to just be blown away by the atmosphere that we provide here on game day. So come and check it out. Come be a Grizzly. You will love it. It's a great place.
Again, if you want to do some sponsorship, you can contact us at coach@IndianaSRN. Lance is a phone call away. Let's get that done. We would like to get that done. And the prices are reasonable. I'm telling you, folks, it's well earned. And we also want to thank our sponsor that's sponsoring the home games this year on the football program.
Amen. Thank you very much for having me.
Okay, next week, in 2 weeks, I get the president. So any tips?
No, he's the best. You'll have a great time. Talk some hoops. It's almost basketball season.
I'll talk some hoops, and I'll see if I can get you a raise.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Go back to your float.
Thank you.
All right. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, if Troy can get out of the Grizzlies suit in time, we'll be back.
Back once again here at Fott Stadium on the campus of Franklin College, 24-17. Your halftime score. Let's run down the first half numbers. First off for Bluffton. In that first half, we mentioned Rayero was 16 of 25, 150 yards and a couple of touchdowns. His favorite receivers on the day, Behringer 4 for 55. And he had a score. Nigel Payne had 4 receptions for 44 yards in that first half. Stoner led the team in rushing, 11 carries, 19 yards, but they were a -1 overall as Rayero had gotten sacked a couple of times, so he lost 20 yards overall in the first half. So a -1 yards rushing overall for Bluffton in the first half of play. Kai Ross in the first half, 7 of 11, 73 yards. Probably a season low in the first half in attempts and yards, but they've been able to run the football so well. We'll get to that in a couple of moments. McKinney led the way with 2 receptions. Cora also with 2 receptions in the first half. But it was Garrett Cora, 19 carries, 145 yards, 2 touchdowns. He had a 32-yard run in the first half as well, averaging 7.6 yards per carry in the first half. And you really got to think about that defense, the way they played in the first half as well. Just from a standpoint of giving up what they gave up compared to the 600 and some yards they had given up in their first 3 games. The defense has been just absolutely spectacular today, other than maybe that last drive in which there was some confusion in calling that timeout late, and they gave up that touchdown as the time expired in the first half. But other than that, they've really played very consistent. Bluffton got out to an early 10-0 lead, and then it was Franklin coming back with the 24 unanswered points before that streak was stopped by that touchdown again at the end of the first half. As we're ready for the second half kickoff, a couple of top 25 scores in this afternoon. Number 6 Penn State now leading Northwestern 34-13. A shootout going on in Boulder. Number 8 USC leading Colorado 48-34. Those 2 games, by the way, are in the fourth quarter. One of the game underway. How about Kentucky? They're putting it to number 22 Florida in the fourth, 33-14. So it will be Franklin football to begin this third quarter. Keith, back after our halftime guest. Nice to see you're back, Coach. You all right? A little run up the stairs, huh?
A little bit of a spring.
Well, you just take your time, get your breath. We got you taken care of. As Drew Michael will tee it up at the 35-yard line. And we are underway here in the third from the 5. 20-25, the cutback, 35-40, and then driven out of bounds here in the near side. Nice return.
Follow the wedge, didn't he?
That was Derek Thompson on the return. We haven't seen him return many this year. So Kai Ross, we mentioned only 74 yards passing in that first half, but the way that Cora has run, now Cora's not starting in the second half. It'll be Cam Jennings, and Jennings had maybe one of the better runs you're going to see.
We have seen this the last couple of times we've been down here.
Yeah. So here's Jennings. Gets hit immediately. A flag is down, though. That play is already blown dead. And that's going to be a false start against the Grizzlies.
Not a good start.
Well, you want to finish a half strong. You want to start a half strong.
Well, defensively, they did not end the half well as they should have.
No.
Yes.
It was just really kind of odd that there was some confusion on maybe what they wanted to call. They got a timeout late, and then they tried to call another timeout as Jennings gets the call. A better run this time, gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, and leave it for to Bluffton. They scored with one. They gave the ball back to them with 1:10 seconds left in that first half.
Yeah, and scored with 0. Rose-Hulman leads their game 35-3.
Going into halftime. Rose-Hulman's got to feel pretty good about themselves.
Yeah, that's
pretty impressive.
Good start for them in the first half of play. It'll be second down. That's McKinney in motion. McKinney gets the call. McKinney trying to bounce to the outside. 50, 45, close to the first down, depending on where he stepped out of bounds. And they're going to say he's short. He went out at the 44. They don't get a spot on that side of the field, do they?
They do not. Going back to the Rose-Hulman-Anderson game, that's a much improved Anderson ball club. New coach, new system. They're going to be okay. They'll be okay.
Get plenty of kids, but you're right. They're going to have to.
Got to establish a new program a little bit. different culture, maybe.
Yeah. So it'll be third down at about a yard. Ross to throw again. Ball caught, immediately hit, but holding onto the football down to the 40-yard line. Nice catch by Malachi Joy. Well, that is tough. You make that catch, and bam, you're hit immediately.
Like, what hit me? Guess who came in the ballgame?
Cora?
Sir.
So another first down here for the Grizzlies. Homecoming on an absolutely beautiful day. You mentioned a little bit ago that we had the one hot day.
The 94-degree day?
Yeah, that was a little warm.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's been a really, really nice football season all the way around.
Just turned 82.
Handoff, Cora. Cora, unstoppable at the 30, 25-20, up the sideline at the 10, 5 touchdown Cora. 40 yards out and another score, his third of the day.
And the 40-yard run makes our big play tote board to go up to 15.
It is. That's all you got to do is score from 40 or more, and we've seen a lot of those, you said. Wow.
Pretty nice answer.
Cora now 185 yards, averaging 9 yards per carry. The extra point attempt. It is up. It is good. 31-17.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
There you see it, 31-17. Franklin coming out on fire offensively already here in the third. Now the question is, can the Beavers answer the call? It'll be a shorter kick here in the near side for C.J. Thompson. He nearly slips. Trying to get back to the middle of the field. Here's a flag coming. What was impressive about that throw from that official, he was near the 50 and he threw it past the 30.
Well, you practice that.
You do.
Oh, yeah.
That,
and have you seen the new bags?
No.
It's got the heavier BB in it, and then you wrap it, and you tape it, and then you wrap it again. They fly pretty well.
Well, it did. Penalty's going to be on the Beavers, I believe.
Personal foul, low block below the waist, going half the distance from the goal line, first down.
Don't see that very often, and of course that's something that in college football, in fact all of football, they've kind of taken away. Here's the score. How about that high stepper there, huh?
Yes, sir. And look at him. He sees that bone, boy. Get that touchdown.
Hey, Cora showing a little speed there, too.
And then he gets tackled by his lineman. Well, no, he tackles his lineman. He points to the lineman, give it to 65. I made him tackle.
First down, Beavers.
I love the running backs.
Franklin has now outscored Bluffton 31-7 since they were down 10-0. Here's Stoner. Stoner gets drilled. Big 93, Isaac Lawrence.
This is where you have to make a statement. If you're Franklin or if you're even Bluffton, you need to make a statement that we're not out of this game or we have just taken control of this game.
Demarion Newell will stay in the ball game. He did not start today. We mentioned 3 freshmen got the start in that defensive backfield. Second down, Rayero to throw, knocked down, and that's Shea McGrath off that right side. And
is that the big fella there?
Well, he took a hit, but I'll tell you what, he got his hands up. There he is right there.
Shea McGrath knocking the ball out of the air.
Shea, I think, in the first half had a couple of offside calls. And I know he came out of the ball game multiple times. Yeah, I think he's ready to play now. Third and long. Blitz is coming. Rayero throws near side, ball caught, and it's going to be close to a first down.
Oh, yeah, he got it.
That's C.J. Thompson.
Oh, we just barely got it.
I was going to say, it was close. Hurry up offense. 1st and 10 at the 20. Rayero, 4 receivers to work with. Thompson dropped it, started to take off before he had it.
Thompson, an intended target.
Newell was coming, but you got to secure the football.
Yep, secure the ball. Very good.
I got to ask you again, those gloves that they use now, how do you drop a football?
I don't know, but I tell you what, there's some gloves that are really, really slick, but some of them have that suction cup that make it legal.
Here's the blitz again. I'm not sure how anybody drops it. Ray Arrow gets away from the first tackler, but is dumped at the 20.
Jaira Ojada.
Ojada there again. Jaira. You look at a specimen. Jaira goes 6'4", 260. Another 3rd down. I like this Franklin defense. They've been blitzing more today than we've seen in a while. Rayero to throw. Here's a flag down. I think we're going to see another hold, but we might have see how they're going to call this one. I'm kind of keeping my eye on this near side, who they might have gotten.
Penalty flag on the field.
Looked like they threw it around McLaren, the wide receiver, but the flag flew all the way to the
22.
Yeah.
On the defense, number 63. Holding on the offense, 24. Those penalties are offset. Replay, 3rd down.
Oh, they're going to replay 3rd down. Both have them head holding.
Yep.
You hear the fans, do it again.
Do it again. Yeah. Got a mulligan here. So it's going to be 3rd and still 10.
And they're playing the same thing zone.
Yes, they are.
They are. Yeah. Everything's replayed. He's open in a flat there in the Twins.
Rare to throw. Over the middle, ball caught, and that'll be Behringer. Nice catch and more yardage out to the 41.
How about him hitting the defender and then picking him up?
There's Kermode there, the linebacker. They will hurry up, and they've got to wait a little bit here. There, now the official is ready. Here comes the blitz again. Handoff will be to Stoner. Stoner, tough yardage here, maybe to the 43.
Let's explain why that is like that. Bluffton had brought in an offensive player, so that's a free substitution for Franklin. They have 10 to 15 seconds to make a decision what they're going to do. That's why the umpire is there holding that up.
Stoner out in the flat in motion. Ball caught and turning upfield and getting the first down.
That's the old Peyton Manning rule. Remember old Peyton Manning would just hurry you up and get you too many men on the field. Officials outsmarted it.
Yeah. That was Cale Lee on the reception in the first down.
They're on a drive here.
Yeah. Football at the 48. Stoner stays in. Lee is out. Play action. Here they come again. There's a flag down. It's going to be another holding penalty. It looks like Shea McGrath again. One of those in there.
Shea McGrath with the tackle. Penalty flag on the field.
Looked like Devontae Brown was in there as well, the sophomore at Bloomington South High School.
Coach went right to him, gave him a hug, and talked to him. Exactly. Great job.
Penalty will be declined. They'll take the sack instead back to the 43.
Would you take the sack?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then you lose the down, too. 2nd down.
See, that's why you need to coach better.
I know.
Or I need to quit.
Yeah, no, if you were the coach in here, you'd probably try a field goal. Rayero to throw, knocked down. How about that play?
There's the big fella.
Jake Jones out of Western Boone, senior at 6'4",
Look at this.
255.
Boom. He's got some hands.
3rd down. See what the Beavers have in store right here. 4 wideouts. Stoner, the lone setback. Hash mark left. Guerrero to throw. Has his man. Ball caught and brought down at the original line of scrimmage. That'll be Nigel Payne. And the punting unit will have to come on the field.
Jason Pierre-Lewis with the tackle.
And it looks like we may have a injured player. That might be the receiver there, Nigel Payne, who ended up getting hurt. And they'll check on him.
HCAC academic athletes. The Heartland takes academics very seriously. Our athletes must maintain a 3.5 grade point average. Each year, over 1,000 student athletes carry at least a 3.5 GPA and are named for the HCAC All-Academic Team. I got a 3.5 average after 6 years of college. How about you?
I got a 4.0. I told you that. Remember?
Oh, one each year.
1 point for every year.
One class.
Yeah. Well,
you took sewing. Basket weaving. Jerry goes.
No, mine was Rocks for Jocks.
Rocks for Jocks.
Yeah.
No wonder you know all these songs.
I know.
I got you. If people would look you up, they would be surprised how good you were at Wyoming.
Well, I don't know why.
You were a great athlete.
Wasn't I?
You played guard, tackle. You guarded the water bottle, tackled anybody near it.
Got near it, yeah.
And you were near the first guy off the bench?
Yep. Every time out. 4th down.
And 4th down for the Beavers.
Looks like Nigel Payne is okay, but this looks like Bluffton, the way things are going, they're going to go ahead and go for it right here. That's putting a lot of pressure on your defense, too, by the way.
But I think you would have to.
Still a lot of time on the clock. Rare to throw. Well, you can hear the outcome. Jake Jones again.
Isaac Lawrence and Jake Jones with the sack.
Well, this defense looks a lot different, doesn't it?
Oh, my goodness.
I think one of the keys is they are blitzing more.
Well, I think, one of the things they said they had to put pressure on the quarterback, and they have done that, and then they have to play the big play.
Yeah.
And, Bluffton has had a couple big plays, but nothing really major to hurt you scoring-wise. Because it has taken time off the clock to get them to score.
Yeah. So Franklin will take over. Ross flushed out of the pocket, heads to the sideline, gets a yard out of it.
Well, he had a receiver wide open. I don't know if he could throw it 50 yards, but.
Well, maybe if he doesn't roll out, he had a little more time, but getting flushed out of the pocket. 2nd down and 9.
At this juncture of the game, coach has got to be pretty pleased with the way they're playing.
I agree. Take away the 7 they gave up before halftime. If they don't have a mix-up on defense, you're up 31-10. But right now, they are ready to put another 7 on the board if possible. Able to run the football. That was Jennings somehow got through that pile of bodies.
He popped out of there pretty quick.
Put him down to 43.
John Berry making the tackle for the Beavers.
Don't forget to join us next week as we head to Manchester.
3rd down for the Grizzlies.
Manchester Rose-Hulman. And a doubleheader soccer game for you. Rose-Hulman Defiance. That's where Troy will be. Jerry and I will be heading up north with Tony Donahue in a booth.
Wow. Thought Tony didn't like to get out of the studio. Ball near side, and that was simultaneous hit right there. Headwood. Nice play by Headwood. And it'll be 4th down.
Offensive line says, let's go for it, coach. We can get it done.
Nick Perry on the coverage for the Beavers.
So here comes the punting unit now for Franklin. Adam Guth. Guth averaging on the year, and he's pretty good this year, 45.8 yards per kick. Virtually no rush And fair catch at the 5-yard line. So Bluffton has a long way to go on this possession with 8:02 to go in the third. One thing you've noticed about Franklin, too, is they did start 3 freshmen in the defensive backfield, but they also used a new linebacker, and we have seen several, in fact, a lot of different players being used on defense getting a chance here this afternoon. So it'll be first down for Bluffton. Riero will have, again, Stoner, who's been pretty much exclusive in the backfield, getting the call. Nice hole over the left side, still on his feet, out to about the 15-yard line. That'll give him some breathing room.
Nice play, nice play.
And they'll wind that clock again. Here we go. It'll be a first down.
Less than 6 seconds, he puts that ball back in play.
Yeah, why not?
Speeds up that clock.
Riero again out of the shotgun. Stoner gets the call again, cut back. And nice run by Stoner again out to the 21. Yeah, he's got to get to the 25, so he's about 4 yards short.
I love the crews. The crews here do a really good job telling you what's going on. We have great production meeting with them before game time. Good league.
Yeah.
Very good league.
Second down. That is Stoner in motion out of the backfield, and he'll get the call. Makes the catch and brought down at the 20-yard line.
Now, they made that play the first quarter, and they run where he threw the pass, the second pass, because that was a lateral. This is a big third down play here for the Grizz.
Yeah, I think he lost a yard on that. It's going to be third down and 5. Football's at the 20. 2 receivers to the near side, including Price in the slot. Empty backfield. Riero looking left, goes right. Little screen pass.
Oh, he's there.
30, 35, and driven out of bounds on the far sideline.
Boy, they trapped him because they called the blitz.
Michael Page on the reception. Ball at the 37.
First and 10 for the Beavers on their own 37-yard line.
Coming up on 6 minutes. Ball caught again by Payne, and he'll go out of bounds.
Pass completion, Michael Payne.
More changes in that defense for Franklin as McGrath is back in. Hurry up offense again for Riero. Trips left, hash mark right. Riero to throw. Ball caught at the 45.
First
and
down.
close to a first down.
Yes, sir.
That is Chris McLaurin.
Pass complete to Chris McLaurin. Good for a Beavers first down. Tackle made by Demarius Seaver.
McLaurin not used that much this year. Clock coming up on 5 minutes.
48-yard line.
The Beavers moving the football. Hand off, Stoner. Cut back again, he'll get a yard out of it.
Stoner, the ball carrier.
That side of the line just cannot hold.
Well,
they can hold, I'm sure, but they can't handle the pressure of the Grizz on their front line, on that middle of the front line. Look how big they are, though.
Yeah, they are.
You got a couple freshmen in that lineup.
Jairo Ojada made the tackle. He comes out of the lineup. Hand off Stoner. Stoner across the 50, takes a hard hit down near the 46. Actually going to put him close. I like how that linesman went from the 46 and kind of went down to the 45.
Yes, sir. Cut that angle.
Yes.
As my wife would say, grading on the curve.
Man in motion is Price. They'll pitch it, and they drop it.
No, incomplete pass. Incomplete pass.
Total pass Incomplete. First down.
It was a pitch, but it was behind, so it's an incomplete pass.
Are you sure that was behind?
Yes, sir.
I don't know. I just saw it there on the replay.
No, sir. That's an incomplete pass. It's an incomplete pass.
You know what? Well, let me ask you this. How'd the back judge be, or how could he see that from there? Take a look at it. Look. That is not behind. That was in front of him.
The official called it incomplete.
I know he did. Okay. But you just saw it right there.
The white hat called it incomplete pass. Do I need to
go
on?
That was not behind him.
Okay.
4th down. And there's a flag.
This on defense?
As they say, Keith, the video doesn't lie.
Offside.
Okay.
Oh, first down. That is the 4th offside penalty. Is it 5?
Yeah, I think it's 5. Didn't we have 3 in the? Yeah, that's the first one to have. Yeah, 4.
I still want to go back to that pitch.
You know, we can look at that on Monday when we do our production meeting.
His arms went like this. That's 4.
Will you even show up for the production meeting on Monday?
No.
Okay.
First down. And there's another flag.
And there's a false start for it.
Just back him up 5. Up 5, back 5. All right, here, let me look. Watch. Look where he's at. Look where the quarterback is.
That might be a fumble.
Well, I can tell you this right now. There is no way that the guy back there can see it.
Hey, Troy. Have you read this yet?
No.
Okay, good.
This broadcast is copyrighted by IndianaSRN and the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference for the private use of our audience. Use of pictures, videos, and audio without the express written permission of the HCAC is prohibited, and there's another penalty. That is 3 in a row.
False start. Offense. Number 15. 5-yard penalty.
That's going to go against the receiver out there, Cale Lee.
Trifecta. Well, ever since that incomplete pass, there's been 3 penalties.
I think they're just trying to get it back to where it was.
Okay, thank you.
3 straight. Can we go for 4?
No.
Rayero gives it to Stoner. Across the 50 and all the way down to the 46. I say 46, but the guy on the near side said 47.
With the tackle.
You know, there's taking a lot of time off the clock here.
It is. Well, they got to get all the way to the 30 for a first down. Trips to the right. Rayero to throw.
Oh, he's open.
Ball caught at the 44 and then dropped immediately. That'll be Payne on the reception. Pierre Lewis.
I'll tell you, the second level had their men covered. So that's all he had. If you looked at the whole entire scheme defensively, that's exactly how you want to draw that up. Good job, coaches.
Another big third down. Third down and
trips over here.
Yep. Switched it to the left side. Here comes the blitz again. This one just thrown away. See, I like this. I like that you're blitzing more. You're sending those linebackers in the gaps, and that's just not giving Rayero enough time to throw.
We got a flag.
Intentional grounding on Rayero.
There was no receiver.
If you're going to throw that, you got to throw that somewhere close to somebody, right?
Well, you got to throw it on where your receiver might be.
Yeah.
You don't have a receiver down there.
Yeah, nobody there. I tell you what it means, somewhat close.
Now, in the league, they would never call that.
Well, again, if he throws it out of bounds, he's okay.
Right. Yeah, well, yeah, if he threw it, right. Well, yeah, that's true. He can chuck it in the seats, and then it's good.
Yeah. But guess what? He did not.
Coach is not real happy over in the sidelines as we had timeout.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, it's not a game. Insulting referees. It's not a game.
Threatening officials. It's not a game.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes. It's not a game.
Violent language in the stands. It's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline. It's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot. It's not a game.
Bluffton will have to punt the football away, and I have a feeling they got an earful from their head coach. This will be a very short kick. Fair catch signaled at the 20-yard line. So the coach for the Beavers got them all together, the entire team, and I'm pretty sure that what he said got the message across.
Yes, we need to play better.
And it might have been a little more colorful than that, though. But you want to clean it up, right?
I tell you, the second-year coach can do that. You know, you can, even an old veteran coach would just call out a kid's name and probably get his attention. But this should fire up your defense a little bit.
We'll find out. Franklin football. Here's Cora. Sweep around the left side. Cora still on his feet. Might have gotten 10 out of that one.
Cora with the ball.
See, if you're Franklin right now, you just take the 2:40 off this clock and maybe keep the ball a little bit in the fourth quarter. What do you think? Run.
Until they stop me. Because Cora now close to 195 yards. He's just been unstoppable here this afternoon.
Trips on this side.
They will call it a first down. Hand off left side, and this time it'll be Jennings and nowhere to go. Problem is with running it that side is you had trips right. You didn't have enough blockers over there.
Yeah, it's 6 against 4.
So Cora officially 21 carries, 195 yards, averaging still 9.3 yards per carry. Pretty good day for Cora.
What year is he?
He's a junior.
From Western Boone?
Mr. Cora is actually from, hold on a second. He's from Tri-West.
Tri-West, okay.
So he's your quarterback. Over the middle, ball tipped, almost intercepted.
Pass is incomplete.
Tri-West had some good high school teams back in the day. Still does. Indiana football is really good on Friday night.
Yeah.
If you like to see high school football on IndianaSRN, Friday night you can catch it up to 5 games on some weeks.
Like next week?
Yeah, like next week, a real busy week.
Third down.
Have
to get to the 40. Ross will go trips to the near side once again. That is Cora. Cora gets the blocks. Tries to get back to the inside, gets swarmed under.
Boy, they are tackling the football, too.
I think that might have come from that talk they got.
And that'll bring up fourth down for the Grizz.
So fourth down. Mason Brandon, a sophomore out of Louisville, Kentucky, one of those in there to help make the stop. Been a few changes on this Bluffton defense, too. So they should get good field position right here. Behringer is deep. He'll be at his own 40.
Oh,
good kick.
Nice boot.
That's why you average 45.8. That's going to roll inside. Oh, did they get to it?
No.
Oh, my. That was close. That was close to what, a 72-yard punt?
So it goes out to the 20, so it counts as a 50? Correct?
Yeah.
I'd take a 50-yard punt.
He's averaging 45.8, but boy, that was close. Final 35.9 here in the third.
We got some people sleeping there, Troy. Young lady right here.
Yeah.
Taking a nice little nap.
Good day for it.
Oh, yeah. Get a suntan and watch the game.
On their own 20-yard line.
So, Bluffton football. 4 wideouts. And a new quarterback in the lineup as well. The ball completed here to the near side. That is C.J. Thompson. The new quarterback for Bluffton will be Daryl Thomas, 6 foot 210 out of Toledo. So Riero is out. Thomas is in. Thomas to throw again. Not sure who that was supposed to be to. If it was C.J. Thompson, he was another 10 yards down the field. It'll be third down just like that.
Could be the last play of the quarter. Not much scoring this quarter.
Well, you have to wonder with Xavier Riero out, Thomas probably hasn't gotten a whole lot of snaps this year. And now your whole complexion of your offense has now changed. Here comes the blitz again. Yep, here they come. Thomas to throw way low at the 35. And a 3 and out here for Bluffton.
And that'll bring up fourth down for the Beavers.
So they really have not, speaking of Bluffton, they just have not been the same team. You had the 10-0 lead.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and then other than that drive they got that ended the first half, there just hasn't been much there.
Yeah, you had a 10-0 lead early in the game.
Totally, they only have a 5 yards of rushing and a dangerous play right there. But that's going to do it for period number 3. Grizzlies lead at 31-17.
That's the end of the third.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Customize your sponsorship, tailor to your sponsorship package to fit your unique marketing objectives and budget. Contact us at Coach at IndianaSRN. As we talk to Lance Marshall, we're trying to get some basketball games covered. If you want to do that, you can contact us at Coach at IndianaSRN.
That include baseball?
We would do that as well. We'll do anything as we get this ridership.
Pitch and around, McKinney across the 50 down to the 48.
And if you're an alumni and you're watching today, you got to be real pleased with this football program. Get involved and contact us. Coach at IndianaSRN.
Carl Foster with the tackle.
By the way, Bluffton on the day, 272 yards of total offense, 322 for Franklin. I want to remind you that Franklin defense has been giving up 600. You're under half of that now. And you're in the fourth quarter. Cora up the middle, first down to the 43.
Garrett Cora, the ball carrier. And it's another Franklin first down.
Bluffton player, that is Eccles, a little slow getting up, bottom of that pile. By the way, Indiana trailing 7-0. I misspoke. They're actually at Maryland.
Okay.
And Purdue losing to Illinois 3-0.
No, we're in second place.
43-yard line.
In the bottom half of the brackets, you are. Being a Purdue fan, you're way down there.
I appreciate you.
Sure. First down and 10. Run the football to Cora again. Boy, sidestepped that defender, was coming in hard, got to the 39.
Garrett Cora.
That takes a lot. You see that guy coming at you full speed, and you're able to change direction like he did.
we've had a problem with the game clock, not the game clock, but the ready for play clock has not been reset to 40. Now they've just reset it. So the last 3 times have been 25 seconds or less.
Yeah. Well, the game's going faster.
Got to catch your breath, though. Coach is like, come on, give me a minute. I want to put it into play.
Second down. McKinney in motion.
They ran the same play.
Yep. There's a flag late.
Pass complete to Dylan McKinney.
I think this might be a hold.
Penalty flag on the field.
You notice I just happened to notice how that pitch from Ross to McKinney was almost the same when we saw with Bluffton, how it went forward the way it did.
Mm-hmm.
Did you happen to notice that? It went forward.
Yeah, that's a great pass, wasn't it?
Penalty will be against the Grizzlies. Well, they're going to mark this all the way back to the 49. Second and long. They have to get to the 33 for the first down.
Second down for the Grizz on the Beaver 49-yard line.
Franklin, with the way they're running the football today.
Run it.
Oh, yeah. They've just been spectacular with Cora especially. And they're running a lot of clock, too. Ball caught out in the flat, dropped immediately. Great defensive play by Hogan.
Now it's 3rd and long. You shot yourself in the foot here.
That's complete to Riot Moore.
Riot Moore on the reception. So they'll actually lose some yardage here. We're going to have to ask him to trim that tree back over there. It's in the way of the yards to go.
I will. I'll get that work on right away.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Third down for the Grizz.
The one thing I like about the Grizzlies, clock management so far. Here's Cora again around the right side. He'll slip and may get a half a yard out of it. But I like what they're doing. They're running the clock. They're really going to put a lot of pressure back on Bluffton. Even if they get the football back at times, they're not going to have a whole lot of time to put many series together.
Zach Ryan with the tackle for the Beavers.
And they have not been really big play at all. The running attack has been almost non-existent. Stoner's been doing all the carrying of the football, but they're just not able to get anything explosive on offense here today. Behringer is deep inside his own 15. Quick kick on this one. Behringer lets it go. Will it stop? This time it does, but then it's carried into the end zone. I tell you what, if they would have just let that ball bounce one more time, he could have jumped on it.
I'm just surprised he got there.
That was Keith Meyer's speed right there, is what that was.
They used to call me Flash.
Yeah.
We got a discussion now where to put the ball.
Well, if it's a touchback, which I'm assuming that's what he just called a little bit ago.
Got to be at the 20, right?
With all of the latest news about each of Franklin's 21 athletic programs by visiting our website at franklinfrisbee.com.
So you have 11-13. You got to score quickly here.
Well, Thomas stays in. His second series now for the Beavers. Stoner on the carry. Stoner's going to get at least 5 out of this one, maybe 6. They keep him in bounds, so the clock will continue to tick.
Stoner on the carry.
So you surprised they went away from Ray Arrow?
Yeah, I am.
Not a player down. Looks like that may be one of the offensive linemen there for the Beavers.
Look at, if you have nothing to do and you're kind of bored, you're maybe 8, 9 years old, you got a football, just get with your buddies and just throw the football around, and big guy slaps your hands, throw it to me, we'll play touch football.
See those 2 kids right there?
Yes, sir.
Redheads.
And left-handed, right?
Yep.
Oh, boy.
It makes them very special. 2% left.
Left-handed people are a lot smarter than right-handed people, I hear. That's what I've been told.
And they throw a great curveball. They're very I mean, the swing from a left-handed hitter is just beautiful.
Okay, good. The Uber driver is on her way, she said.
Right. Well, I love your guys' new Uber driver car, too.
I will tell you this, that we had a great viewership in Columbus, Indiana today.
Really? A lot of people
My
down there?
mother-in-law had some neighbors over watching the game on the big screen.
Really?
Yeah, they like the broadcasters. Well, they at least like the color commentary.
That's what I've heard. Second down. Thomas will put Stoner in motion. Thomas will take it himself. He might get a yard. Not a whole lot there.
You think he called his own number there?
Donnell Thomas with the keeper.
I just, at this stage, again, nothing against what Bluffton's doing, but I just don't know that they've got enough firepower to really do much right now.
The first couple of series, though, today, they came out strong.
Got that big turnover early and were able to put points on the board, but other than that score at the end of the first half, just not a whole lot there. Thomas to throw again. Fires, ball caught, but then driven back. Maybe.
No, I got 9.
Yeah, I was going to say he needed another yard. They're going to go for it here.
You have to.
He might be a half a yard short.
I got to go. You got to go under center here.
Fourth down for the Beavers.
Well, I know, but you wanted to onside kick early, too. He's not going under center.
You don't want to try a field goal here. You're welcome.
So Thomas now, fourth down and a half a yard. Here comes the blitz, I believe, again. Hand off. Nope, he's going to keep it. Thomas dives. Did he get
it? Oh, he did.
Oh, my.
Good spot by the officials.
Didn't get it by much. Crowd thought he was brought down before he reached the football out. That clock is now a huge factor. 9 minutes remaining, and you're down by 2 scores. Taking a long time to get ready here. There has to be a sense of urgency here for the Beavers. Here comes the blitz again from the outside, and Thomas takes a hit, gets a couple of yards out of it. Jada was the first one there.
We talked about the defensive backs have been playing well today. A+ today.
Yeah.
Really nice job.
Yeah, this has been just a complete turnaround.
It's day and night team that we saw 2 weeks ago.
It is.
And maybe a lot of that is tough preseason teams that you played. They made you stretch. You go back, watch film, and you exercise what you need to get done.
Second down. Bo Hess is showing blitz from the outside. Here
He's
comes.
hungry.
Thomas to throw again. Has a man. Almost one-handed catch by Price.
Incomplete. Andre Price Jr.
Well, I tell you what, I think if he gets both hands up, he makes the catch. Not a big guy, though. Only at 5'11", 166. Third and long. Two receivers now to the near side. Here's Thomas again. Flushed out of the pocket. Thomas will take it himself and goes down about 2 yards shy of the first down marker.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
I think I want to hear third down in my sleep tonight.
Keegan O'Neal with the tackle for the Grizz.
So now it's going to be fourth down and about 2.5. Second time they've gone for it on fourth down. Got some movement. Grizzlies were jumping.
HCA, follow your favorite school on HCAC.tv, powered by IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat. And don't miss any of this action. You can watch the replay on YouTube on IndianaSRN or HCAC.tv. Volleyball season starts today in the conference. All the teams are in conference play. The Franklin team is heading to Mount St. Joe. tonight.
Who is?
Mount St. The Franklin
Oh.
volleyball.
Thought you were.
No.
Penalty was on Bluffton, actually. Thomas again. Throws down the middle. Ball caught, first down and more. All the way down to about the 41-yard line. That was number 15, who's been big today, Cale Lee.
First down. Offside. Wilson, still a 5.
Penalty was another offsides against Franklin, but it doesn't really matter.
Well, the 5th one today, though.
Yeah.
You got to work on those. You look at these stats today, and Coach has to look at the penalties because they haven't hurt him, but there's some unnecessarily ones.
Well, if you end up in a close ball game, it will.
Yes, sir.
Rose leads their game 42-3. Thomas, sideline, too high. He took a hard hit by McGrath.
They are
Ojada.
They are in the 3rd quarter. You can just watch HCAC games all the time.
All the time. Never stop. Under the 7-minute mark. This drive's taken a long time. That's Stoner in motion. Franklin showing blitz again, and then Thomas goes down. Back at around the 50-yard line. Ojada was coming in strong, too.
I got to say this publicly because he doesn't take much credit for it. But I tell you what, our CEO has done a great job putting together the packages of the HCAC, the network itself, the broadcasters working very well with our commissioner. Jerry Collins does a great job.
Yes, he does.
He really does. And I don't get paid to say that, folks. Honest man.
Thomas again. Here they come. Thomas gets away from the pressure, throws incomplete.
That is incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I tell you what, the defense putting on that pressure. Again, I got to reiterate it again. The way they blitzed today has made a huge difference.
Well, they disguised it very well early, and now this time you just know they're coming.
Yeah.
You just know they're coming. It's your 11 guys against their 11 guys. Free substitution now as they punt formation.
Well, and tell you what, right now Franklin getting it back, they can pretty much run this thing out. The rush is on, nearly got a piece of that one. And the return and a big-time tackle on special teams. How about that one? That looked like Appiazzi was there on special teams, Dom Appiazzi. On the return there for the Grizzlies looked like that might have been number 11, which was Mitch McElfresh. So 6:07 to go. Offense will trot back out on the field. Cora stays in the lineup.
First and 10 for the Grizz on their own 11-yard line.
Franklin will head to Anderson next week for a 1:30 start.
Gary Cora, the ball carrier.
Cora on the carry, not much that time.
Find out where Bluffton will be at next week.
Franklin now back out. They went to the sideline to get the play that time.
Second down for the Grizz on their own 50-yard line.
Cora on the day now, 209 yards on the ground. Here's Cora again, big hole to the 25.
Gary Cora, the ball carrier.
Bluffton heads to Hanover.
And that's another Grizzlies first down.
That's another long ride, isn't it?
Tell you what, the top 4 or 5 teams in this conference can beat each other up. must improve Bluffton team than we saw last year.
Yeah, they're
much
a lot better. Yeah, they can find a running attack that'll help them balance things out on offense.
Now your 4-minute offense is in attack.
1st and 10. Well, you're not going to run it now. I should say pass it now. That's Cora around the right side.
You stay in bounds.
And he's going to get close to another first down. Cora now, we'll just keep track of him the way he's running the football today. 209.
Don't forget, we got an impact player that we have to look at today.
I think I know who that is.
Yeah, I think so. Did you say he has 209?
209. Well, now 220. Blitz the other way. Ross to throw. Oh, my. Spencer Wright had it and dropped it. He's dropped a couple today. That'll stop the clock at 4:02.
Again, next week we'll be at Manchester. Doubleheader, got single football game, doubleheader soccer game for you, and we got a soccer game during the middle of the week this week as well. Wednesday night. We got all kinds of HCACs.
Kick off that soccer match at 1 o'clock, right?
1 and 3, yeah, doubleheader.
Hand off Cora. Another big hole. 50, cut back 45, 40, still on his feet. Down at the 36-yard line. How about that run? Another 31 on the board.
Makes him at 251. I said no, but you know, anything's possible here.
Yeah. 258 now, averaging still 9.2 yards per carry. That is his 28th carry of the day.
Is that right?
Yeah.
He'll sleep well tonight.
He will.
If you joined us at halftime, Lance Marshall said that the pep rally was some fantastic, enthusiastic for the student bodies. There he is again.
You know what? And if you look at Cora, he does not have any knee pads.
No.
He's basically wearing shorts with a couple of little pads on them.
And the thigh pads are not thick.
No. It's another 17. Well, those are barely, I don't even know if you call those thigh pads, though. I mean, you look at the quarterback, Ross, he has thigh pads. Cora has just a couple of little, maybe foam pockets in there or something, because you can tell from here, those aren't pads. 265 now.
And we used to wear long socks. Now they're all those short socks. Oh, there's a loss.
Yep.
Cora with the ball.
Cora dropped in. We talked about McWright today. He's played well on defense. But now if you kind of look around, barely anybody has, like if you look at Ross, he has knee pads, but the pads are up above his knee.
Yeah, now, we saw that last night in the high school game. They will call that a penalty, a delay a game.
Yeah, but they still get away with it.
Yes, sir.
You see a lot of them without.
I think as you see it in the league.
I don't know how many yards Coach has.
Hand off to Cora again up the middle. Takes a hard hit.
Our producer, director, makes a good point. How many yards has Alan Hensel walked today?
Got a timeout on the field, 31-17.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Don't forget, we'll be naming the Drumstick Dash Impact Player of the game coming up. 4th down, and that'll be knocked down. Pass intended for Cora here on the near side, and so the Grizzlies give up the football, but they took almost 5 minutes off the clock.
Exactly 5:43, sir.
Can I update you on Michigan? They're winning.
Okay. How's the Boilermakers doing?
I'm looking for that game. You know what? It's hard to find. Yeah, still losing probably. Takes me a second to find the B team.
Oh, who are you referring to? Are you referring to IU?
I think Purdue.
Oh. You had the game on the network.
I know, but I turned it.
I see.
I tried to find a good game somewhere.
Well, you could turn to Rose-Hulman and Anderson and catch the whole entire 4th quarter, if you like, after this ball game.
Purdue is still down 3-0. Thomas rolling. Thomas will get out of bounds here in the near side, stop the clock with 94 seconds to go. Well, if he doesn't come back in, 265 yards on 31 carries. That's not a bad day. Rose-Hulman kind of dominating their game, aren't they?
Yes, they're.
Thomas, low snap, looks to throw again, airs it out, and nobody home.
Pass is incomplete. Jason Pierre-Lewis on the coverage for the Grizz.
Stops the clock at 1:29, and now Franklin's going to get a homecoming win, their first win of the year.
I wonder what they'll do with homecoming, with all the tents out. I wonder if they'll stay out and barbecue. And I know the Touchdown Club won't have anything, but I'm sure a lot of fans will stick around and just enjoy the celebration.
Yeah, enjoy the nice sunshine and wait for some of the crowd to get out, I'm sure. Flag is down. Thomas throws, dropped near side.
Catch is incomplete. Penalty flag on the field.
Seen a lot of flags today.
I do know that there's a birthday celebration on the Franklin Ball Club tonight.
And who might that be?
Young man, a freshman from Mount Vernon High School.
Penalty will be marked off.
Manny Morales' birthday today. Saw his folks at the tent.
Yeah, happy birthday. How old is he now?
I don't know, but he's old enough to drive.
There you go.
I think they're yelling defense for a reason. Oh, 1st and 10. Good.
Boy, how about this?
How about they give up? You look at this on Monday night. That's good stuff. Not giving up. Good job, Coach.
Again.
You got to award that.
Behringer's been pretty good today. Hurry up offense again. Down to the 39. Thomas scrambles. Crowd wants a hold. Thomas takes a couple of hits. Down to the 33.
Thomas with the keeper.
Oh!
Uh-oh. That's going to get somebody in trouble. For Bluffton, number 52.
I think who took a shot.
That is Ahmed Cone. Yeah, he did. He swung and connected, too. Cone is going to get ejected, I would imagine, here. Cone is out of Cincinnati, I do believe. He is. A junior. Throw a punch. It's generally going to get you ejected.
On the defense, number 46. Unsportsmanlike, 56. This penalty is offset.
Oh, see, I don't agree with that.
I don't see. Yeah. I think there was a punch.
Well, it was.
And maybe they won't rule it as a punch. Maybe it was just, but that's not. We don't need that in our game. And I'm trying to stay neutral as much as I can, but we don't need that in our game.
Yeah, Cone threw the punch. You could clearly see that. Now, he might have gotten pushed a little bit there, but he threw the punch. I've never been big on these offsetting penalties.
Yeah, someone had to do it.
Yeah, somebody had to instigate it somehow or some way. But just to call them offsetting, I don't agree with. But here we go. Thomas to throw. And overthrown, almost picked off.
So let's give Franklin a grade here. Offensively, what do you give him, an A or a B?
An A.
An A.
Yep.
Defensively?
I'll give him a A-, only because of some of the penalties.
Okay. Special teams?
I give him an A there, too. I think that there was nothing really hurt at all anywhere.
And the last one is coaching.
A.
Well, I think he got an A today.
Got him inspired and ready to go, and I like the changes he made, and I like the blitz.
I liked it that it was the HCAC game of the week.
Over the middle, ball caught, and into the end zone for the touchdown. C.J. Thompson.
Got a late flag.
Yep. All the way back to the 42.
And I think it's going to be a hold.
Yep, they're pointing that way.
Oh, they're calling roughing the passer.
Wow. All this sudden things getting a little more interesting here. So the touchdown will count. And now you look at 31-23.
That's a 40. Is that a 41-yard pass? Ball was at the 39 yard.
48 seconds. 4-8. Thank you.
I'm going to put the clock at 48
34.
seconds, so a 34-yard touchdown. And here's Drew Michael, and now you're going to see an onside kick, because this will make it a 7-point ball game. We were, or at least I was starting to pack up a few of my things. I better kind of hold on for a second, huh? Take another look at it. Tell you what, Thomas threw a nice ball.
Yeah, and the great way to carry that in broadcast. And even if you don't like our broadcast, contact us. Let us know what we can do better or what you like us to do. I'm serious. Coach at IndianaSRN.org. Thank you very much.
What if they say get rid of both of us? What are we going to do?
Then we move on.
Here we go. Onside kick here for Drew Michael. They want it to bounce high, but it's got to go 10 yards. There's your bounce, but good recovery. Didn't bounce as high as they wanted. Here's a late flag now.
Penalty flag on the field.
Tell you who recovered that for Franklin. Looked like that was
number 11.
Derek Thompson. Number 6, wasn't it?
Was it 6?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there's your flag.
Recover the onside kick. Play is over. Unsportsmanlike foul on a kicking team, number 54, 15-yard penalty.
That's going to be a number 54. Abraham Kamara, freshman out of Columbus, Ohio. Well, you basically here run a couple of plays and it'll be over.
Safety for Rose Harmon.
Rose now leads their game 50-3.
Well, here's the victory formation, but you got there's 2 timeouts left.
I don't think so.
I guess not. Well, Troy, a good ball game. Impact player of the game?
Undoubtedly, the young man by the name of Garrett Cora. Well over 200 yards rushing today.
Sponsored by Wheeler Mission and the drumstick dash. And there's the young man leading the team to the congratulations. Good ball game.
Ended up closer than we thought it would at the end. Franklin, though, a much different team than what we saw in the first 3 weeks, especially on defense. Made some changes in that defensive backfield, and they blitzed a lot more today, and I think it made a huge difference. So,
and if you're a Bluffton Beaver fan, though, you got a lot of things to be looking forward to during the season. Much better, and coach has done an outstanding job.
Well, I think the one thing, again, if they can find a running attack, and I know Stoner not quite as speedy as you probably need, probably more of a fullback type, but if they can find a running game, I think they'll be in much better shape down the stretch for sure. So with that win, Franklin, well, they pick up their first win in the conference, and now they're 1-0.
They're in first place.
Yeah. So
they're going to be first place with 3 other teams today.
Yeah, they will be. Bluffton falls to 1-3 overall, and they're 0-1 in conference play. And by the way, Franklin on the road, as Keith had mentioned, over the next 2 weeks. Your final score, the Grizzlies 31, the Beavers 24. This has been College Football and HCAC TV.